What up? What up? What up?
Testing, testing, tasting. I hate you all.
Still
Easting.
says waiting for late collapse. So it's 9. Oh,
Yeah, it takes a second.
I'm waiting the second.
It takes a second.
So everybody, the first minute or two is just gonna be us making sure everything's all good for y'all, and hopefully we have a great stream here.
Yeah, hopefully nothing goes down. But it probably
Besides
won't.
my Wi-Fi.
Yeah. You really
It's
gotta
gonna
get
be.
that fixed.
Hello, can you guys hear me, man?
Yeah.
That's like. That's the only excuse I can give myself for this. For interrupting.
We should be alright. As long as you're not It might be a computer. I really doubt it's a computer issue, honestly.
No, it's Wi-Fi. Optimum. Like my Wi-Fi. Like the coverage like went out for like a couple of places.
Alan, can you turn everybody up?
Yeah.
Including yourself.
Yeah, I can.
But like, we're all very low.
Okay.
Like I have my headset at max volume.
Okay.
Everything possible set to max, and it's still like pretty quiet.
Let's see. Let's try that. Give it a shot. Dylan?
What's up?
Yeah, just turn us all up like 20%. We should be good.
Okay, just.
I'd say me and you, 20, Dylan, 10, because Dylan is actually coming through pretty well.
Okay, let me boost you up. Alright, how's that?
Let's take one check.
Do 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 do. Be do do do.
Test, 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 test.
Testing, I hate you. Testing, I hate you. Testing, I hate you.
You guys are going in the red, which is no bueno.
It's always no bueno.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It just came in mind.
Just a zinger.
Alright, we're all good.
Very nice.
Yeah, sorry about that, everybody.
Hell yeah, man.
We're making sure everything was all good.
Alright, well. Let's get in. Let's get to it. So what you got? Let's tell the
Yeah,
lovely
make
people.
funnies.
Sorry.
Okay, that was.
Sorry, I really have to shit.
We're a little rusty.
Yeah.
Can we take a
Shit
poop?
now.
No, it's
Take-
too late.
Just stream while you're shitting.
Yeah, I could actually just walk right
Are you-
down.
are you
Just
not
don't
wearing a
tell them
diaper?
that you're shitting. Unless you make a very loud fart.
No, it's kind of filled right now, so I didn't want to.
You guys aren't wearing diapers?
No, I am.
You're not
it's
committed to the
just
game like I am.
locked in.
Exactly.
Maybe as locked as the launch. Let's tell the lovely people what we've been doing, what we've been up to, man.
I'll go last since I'm gonna be.
Yeah,
I'll lead into.
the Jepapapan,
Mm-hmm.
the weeb land. I've just been mostly hanging out because I got school coming up this month, and I'll actually be able to learn how to write music and not just fucking make some bullshit because I'm an awful producer and everything. But soon enough I'll get good one day. So Yeah, I haven't. I had my last jump, which was kind of cool. It was a night jump combat, and then I tried to hop on another one, but I got fucking cucked, cause they wrote me down, but then I ended up. They were like, "Oh, we didn't write you down, sorry." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So, but then my old senior took care of it, so we didn't have any issue, thankfully. I basically don't have to give back like 150 to like almost like $500, or sorry, $600. So that's nice. I get to keep my money. And then hopefully I can get my appointments all ready to go for any compensation that I need, or that I would hopefully be getting. So yeah, besides that, there hasn't really been much else I've been doing.
Dylan, what have you been up to?
I've been going to bartending class for a while, trying to
Cool.
get my license now.
Cool.
Yep.
You doing piano lessons too?
Yep. Well, I just
What's up?
resumed because my teacher came back.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Did she come back yet? Cool. That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, I just got back from. Well, it was Monday that I got back, but I got back from Japan. Spent 4 days in Tokyo, day in the Mount Fuji region, and 3 days in Kyoto. And you guys probably heard me say this 100 times now, but Tokyo, or I've told 100 people it, but I liked Kyoto a little bit more just because it was easier to navigate. Like, so we went there with a tour group because it was a little intimidating at first going to a different country where we can't even make out what letters are. So
Oh, you don't know?
we went with the tour group with like 26 people. There's 26 people in the tour group. Met some really cool people on the tour. One guy was a journalist from San Diego, and he was like, "If you ever come out to San Diego, let me know." And I was like, "I'll let you know. My band is playing." And he's like, "Hell yeah!"
Damn straight.
I was telling a bunch of random Japanese people. I was like, "Yo, they like punk rock music?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Check this out."
Yeah, just you wait. We'll be back in due time.
So that was pretty fun. Tokyo was just really hard to navigate because everything's built on top of each other, and it's not a grid like any other city that I've been to in the U.S. or really any other city that I've been to, because I've been to Rome, been to some other Rome, and then I've been to Mexico. So I've been to like other foreign countries, and they're usually a grid as well. But Tokyo, like, it's like take a slight left, take a more slight left, take a slighter left. Like you're reading the map, and you're like, huh? And,
Where am I?
and then everything's built on top of each other, so they're like, oh, you're at your destination, and it's like, oh, I'm above my destination. Like, I gotta find a staircase down,
Yeah, things go.
or it's like, oh,
vertical
it's
over
above
there.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, things are vertical.
So that was a little hard to get used to at first, but once you get used to it after like a day, it's like, okay, everything kind of makes sense now. It's just a new normal to get used to. And then Kyoto was a grid. Kyoto was so easy. Like, I loved Kyoto because it was that easy. It was just like, all right. We went to one area where like all like the geisha houses are and stuff like that. And it was like a 20-minute walk from or 15-minute walk from our hotel. And we walked there, and I was like, that was really quick, and didn't feel like we were walking through Tokyo, where I'm overstimulated, don't know where I am. I was like, at no point did I feel like I'm lost. So,
What was some of the cultural things that you noticed over there?
a lot of women wear like high heels or like thick-soled shoes to make their legs look longer. everybody looks really fucking young,
Asians.
like really young.
It depends.
Food was good. I really liked the food. Drinks were cheap. Drinks were good. Everybody was super friendly. Super, like, the people who spoke English wanted to practice their English, so they would just talk to you and shoot the shit. So it was cool in that aspect. The people were very cool. Like, that's my biggest thing on it, is that, like, all the people there were very nice, very cool, very polite. I found all, like, the things we did very interesting, but, like, not a lot of culture shocks, in my opinion. There was people who, like, I'd be at a bar and I can like look across the bar and there's a chick like staring at my tattoo, not in like a polite way.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
like it feels like she's wearing binoculars. Like
she's got the binos on, dude. Watch out.
it's like if you have a question, ask, but I'm uncomfortable.
They don't care about comfort.
It's like, I get it, it's different, but if you have a question or some sort of judgment to pass, then say it. Because this is just weird. Like, we're both just sitting here in silence.
I hear that it's not like a lot of Japanese people. They're not very big on ink, especially like the tradition.
I saw a lot more people than I thought had tattoos.
I think
A lot of young people had tattoos. It's becoming a bigger and bigger thing, and like nobody gave me a problem because of my tattoos. I kept them covered. I tried to keep it covered when I was at the shrines and stuff, just out of respect.
Yeah.
And even like the one time I didn't, because I forgot to bring like a long sleeve. Nobody gave me a problem, so I was like, all right, whatever. And then like I just tried my best, like especially at the shrines, like follow what the Japanese people are doing. That's how we be respectful, Andrew. Like.
It's not that hard.
Like, we're walking through one of the gates, and everybody in our tour group's walking ahead, and I'm behind a Japanese couple, and the two of them bow before they go through the gate. And I was like, oh, so I guess I'm supposed to bow? And I bow, and as I'm, like, coming back up, I see the girl had turned around and looked at me, and I guess she had saw me bow, and she gave me a thumbs up and was smiling, so I was like, all right, I'm doing something. I was like, I'm doing something right.
Doing okay. It's pretty funny, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely when I went to Japan, you know, I was only in the airport because were a lot of people still wearing masks or no?
No, not really.
Really? Okay. Yeah, so when I was over there, a lot of people were wearing masks still. I think it's, and like you didn't even see it in the airport or anything when you went over there?
The airport, yeah. And like there was like more people than here that was wearing masks, but it wasn't like it was a noticeable amount of people, but not like, oh wow, everybody's wearing masks.
Right. Yeah, they're pretty big on making sure people don't get sick.
Yeah.
So
well, I know it's a thing to like wear a mask if you are sick to protect everybody else from getting sick.
yeah.
So I didn't know if it was that or if it was a COVID thing.
I don't know. When I went over there, I think it was more of a COVID thing.
Yeah, because I know they're still like fucking deathly afraid of COVID.
Yeah.
Like subways, since you're so close to people, you have to wear a mask.
Right.
Like still. It's like that was surprising me, I guess, but I don't know. And one thing that was a huge culture shock, the amount of fucking like tchotchkes and like gimmick shops there were. That's the best way to explain it. Like the amount of not even like, not in a bad way, just like there's so many like places that you can like stop and buy like knickknacks and like little gift shops and stuff like that. Every shrine has 4 different places that you can get the same exact thing. And I was just surprised by like the lack of variability.
You mean variability? You mean like variation?
Yeah, and like the stuff they would sell. Like you'd go to 4 different stores in the same area, and they all sell the same things, just different brands. Or like it's all made in Japan, and it's like I think some of it they make themselves, but it's like this guy made this guy made that. They look pretty similar, but you don't know what's better. So
that's when you test the quality.
Yeah. I'm not gonna sit there and start yanking on the keychain and be like, yeah, I'm testing the quality. Because that's like the kind of stuff it is. It isn't like it's like all like little trinkets and stuff like that.
They're big on the trinkets.
Yeah. Which is cool. And like I knew there was gonna be a lot of shops like that, and I knew there's gonna be a lot of like people trying to sell stuff, but like I said, I was just surprised that there was not a lot of like variation in what was being sold. Right, like you go down in like the street market areas, and it's like this guy has fish, this guy has meat, this guy has chicken, that guy has fish, this guy has meat, this guy has chicken. So there is variation, but not that like great of a variation.
Yeah, it's not very.
Which that one I expected more, because it's like it's a street market. I don't know how crazy you can get with the variability, but the gift shop surprised me more.
Did you see any cool like anime?
Yeah, so I went into an anime shop, and so we were in Harajuku, which is like a shittier version of Akihabara, and I kind of wish the tour took us to Akihabara instead, and that's just my own personal thing. But I got Brian's gift, and I got him a figurine, and it's a little tiny figurine of a senzu bean pot, so it's a pot of senzu beans.
Senzu bean.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, Brian, I like that. And yeah, so that was cool. But I only really went into that one anime shop, and that one was like pretty small. It was only like the second level of a store. So.
Did you go into any like ramen places that were?
I actually didn't eat ramen.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Didn't have any?
Nope.
That stuff is.
I had sushi. I had beef bowls, soba. I had yakisoba, natto, hot pot. Just didn't have ramen. I wanted to have it, but we went to a spot that had like Mount Fuji style ramen, but it didn't look that great. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna get a beef bowl.
You actually just missed like the most awesome fucking ramen place on the planet.
Some people had gotten the ramen and they're like, yeah, it's good. It's just like kind of mid.
It's mediocre.
That was kind of the whole place. Like it was just like a mountain restaurant on Mount Fuji, and it was like a ski. That's the best way to explain it. It's kind of like, have you ever eaten at like a ski place?
Oh.
Ski / snowboard place.
Yeah.
It's like that type of thing. So the food's like good for what it is, but like it's still like it's not like an actual restaurant.
Yeah.
That's the best way to explain it.
So it wasn't like anything crazy, basically.
Yeah.
That's
I ate grilled deal.
Grilled
That was good.
deal.
Yeah, I had a beef bowl that was half like Kobe beef, half grilled deal. That was gas.
Delicioso.
Yeah, that one. So me and the one dude Cassidy, we would like go out on our own because my mom would be like, "Oh, I don't really want to explore," and I'd be like, "All right, I'm gonna go get lost." And the other dude Cassidy was just down to go do that. So we called it a trip of happy accidents because we would just rock up to a shop or a bar, and be like, "You guys got 2 empty seats?" They'd be like, "Yeah," and we'd sit down and get whatever. And so we went to a place, we order our food, and the waitress flips to the back of the menu with its QR code, and she's like, "Scan it." And we kind of look at her and like, we already ordered, like we don't need a menu. She's like, "Just scan it." We're like, "Okay." So we scan it, and it's a YouTube video. So we both look at each other like, "What the fuck?"
It's
And with the YouTube
OnlyFans.
video, it explains to you how to eat the food there. So the way you
Oh.
eat it is you cut the bowl into 4 sections. You eat one section by itself, one section with scallions and seaweed, one section with broth and wasabi, and then the final section is whatever you want. So
it's pretty cool.
yeah, it was different. Those are very good.
Did you bump into a lot of Japanese people that could speak English? Or not really?
Yeah, I was surprised by the amount of people that spoke English.
Yeah, it's in Vietnam. I never really got that, or like if they knew English, it was always just like the very basic stuff or like stuff that they needed to know. So like if they were like a salesman or something, they'd be like, "Oh, do you want to buy?" That would really be it.
Yeah.
But because my mi esposa, she speaks English really well, but when I asked her why, I was like, how can you speak English so well? And she just goes, well, I have to because I'm an economics major. So I was thinking like maybe it's the same thing over there in Japan. Like
yes, but they also teach it in like high school and stuff. So like I had like children come up to me and say hello, and you could tell that they're like just trying to practice their English.
Yeah, I bet they're pretty big on like any tourist.
Yeah, like I think they tell like kids like, hey, if you see a foreigner, say hello.
Like
which is a little sketchy, but
yeah, it's like stranger danger.
Yeah.
You ever hear stranger danger?
And like just having like a random little boy or little girl say to you hello, you're like, oh, hi. And it happened to me and my mom, and both times we're like a hello, and then we jokingly said to each other like, do you know them? And
I'm like, yeah, no, we're pen pals. Yeah, that's Kuwabara there. Yusuke, you know, it's Goku.
That's Goku.
Yeah, it's Krillin over there. It's a little bald kid. Call him Krillin. It's fucked.
Yugi.
Yeah. He pulls a card out. You gotta fight me now. You gotta duel me.
I play him in Duel Masters.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dylan's gonna fight him for your life, Roche. He's been actually playing this one kid so he doesn't kill you with his death note. He pulls a stand out. He starts whooping your ass. Puts you in his fucking simple
JoJo
domain.
reference.
Oh gosh, yeah, I really like Japan.
You having fun with that one?
I need to. Yeah, I was having a blast.
Yeah, but so do I. Also, we went to a thing called Team Labs. That was really fucking cool.
You said what? Team Labs?
Team Labs. It's like a modern art type thing. I don't know. It was really fucking cool. I have pictures from it. Especially like you can't really. If you look it up, you'll see what I mean. It's fucking wild. It was very cool.
I was so fucking mad that I couldn't leave the Tokyo airport because they were like because of COVID and like just worry about diseases coming like into the airport. They're like, yeah, if you leave, you have to like, you don't have to get like a doctor note or whatever, but like you have to.
You have to retest.
You'd have to get like a fucking. They'll do like more scans on you through security. Like they'll do thermometer check and all that. Like they'll get some vitals on you and shit.
Yeah.
Weird. But
yeah, they're like really worried about that shit. It's because they have so many people.
Yeah.
So if they had an outbreak, it'd be a nightmare.
It's like a jerk.
And they know that. No, it's like the amount of people, it like makes you uncomfortable. In like Tokyo and stuff, that was also a little bit of a culture shock, but you get over it pretty quick. but it was like, wow, it's like I'm not a claustrophobic person, but there's so many people that I'm understanding why people are claustrophobic.
Did you hear about the shit that's going on in Japan?
Watch it.
No. What's up?
So I saw this post on Insta saying that Japan is now providing like free travel and visas if you it's for like they're called breeding visas.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yup.
That's weird.
I don't remember what the exact stuff was, but they were saying something along the lines of like fertility rate is really low and
Yeah, but they also
fertility-
like don't want foreigners to move there. That sounds like a
Right.
very Japan thing to
Which-
do.
it's kind of
honestly.
crazy because that means are you just gonna impregnate some
Yeah, like you're just gonna have a bunch of fatherless children.
yeah it's like I mean it could be
I
this
I think
might
they just
sound
plan
weird.
for kids to be raised by like the older generation, like 68-year-olds and stuff like that.
This could be weird, but it could be like you go over there and impregnate like a wife, like someone that already has a wife, and then you just basically
Oh.
leave your kid there. I don't know if that's exactly how it goes.
That'd be weirder.
I know.
I
That's
feel
what
like
I'm
one day
saying.
that
It's
kid
like,
would
what?
track you down.
Nah, he can't find you. Dude, you know
I
how
don't
many-
know.
You know how many AA babies are in Poland right now?
You know how good they are at math? They'll track you down. Cosine
Listen.
tangent, that shit.
Listen, if
Like,
you're not
I-
good at geography, I don't care. The cosine. They use the Pythagorean theorem to find me.
Everything's a triangle, and I'm not taking my chances. Like,
A squared plus B squared equals C squared, motherfucker. He kicks in my door.
same thing, same reason why I wouldn't like ever abandon a child. It's like, yeah, that little fuck will figure out a way to track me down, because I'd figure out a way to track me down.
Bro, is it weird that I can see myself in the future being a single dad to like a lot of kids?
That is a little weird.
Like
That sounds a little troublesome.
with the fact that I kind of can see what the future might hold in terms of like the ways that I might have to go do things to like run certain things, like the label for in the future, like the side businesses, like all this stuff, right? Having to run a lot of stuff. I feel like my wife would not be very approving of it, but
Right.
like I always say, like my priorities go Fenrir.
Yeah, but like,
Fenrir's were number one. Then obviously like you guys, the rest of the boys, the band, all that stuff. Mostly like it would be mostly like the band and then like you guys.
yeah, but like, if your wife isn't a drug addict, you ain't getting those kids. Like,
yeah, that's true.
like,
That is true. The custody fight
even
would be
then,
fucking
they
shit.
sometimes give the wife the kids.
Oh, dude, yeah. No, I have a buddy who I knew his wife or his ex-wife during airborne school, and I've told you guys this story before, but like my buddy and my battle boo at the time went out with their little group, so it was like 5 of them, and this dude, and like this friend that she had, they all had like this fucking 3-way crazy shit, like some fucking porno type shit, and my dude was just sitting in the corner because he was so like disturbed about what's going on, because they were like trying to get him and my battle boo to fucking join in, and he's like, yeah, fuck no, like I'm not doing that, like I have a girl already, I'm not doing that shit. And he's sitting there just like in a fucking hotel chair, just drinking and looking at the fucking floor because he's so disturbed. And then my battle boo just stepped outside and then called me, telling me about everything. So he goes and marries this chick, and I warned him, hey man, look, like this chick is grody, man, like don't check this chick out. And he did it anyway. He has a kid with her now. And thankfully, he's probably gonna win because she tried to go and like get him on shit. So she tried to get him on like oh, he was like cheating, which is not true. And I know the dude, like he could have definitely been cheating, but he's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that to my kid. Like he's a grown up, you know. Or like she tried to get him on like stealing, mistreatment of the kid, like bunch of just wild stuff. So now it's like I think even like rape too, which I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? That's crazy.
Yeah. No, that kind of stuff happens.
But she's also a Millie, so it's like even worse for her. So I think he's like, yeah, with all this stuff going on, and she was cheating on him, which is why they're like splitting. But fucking yeah, I'm like, dude, it's kind of crazy because like if you guys just split, you would have just lost. Like that's it. Like you would have been fucked. You would have not been able to do anything. But I think the only reason why he's gonna win is because she cheated and because she's in the army. So
He's not anymore.
no, he is too, but it's because it's like you can't. Adultery is you're not allowed to do it in the army.
Oh.
You can't even like if you're like, let's say you were in an open, like you and your wife are in like an open relationship before coming in, and like obviously like you're gonna try to continue that because that's like your dynamic. You can't do that in the army. You were you were not allowed to do that. There's like a lot of shit you can't do actually. Like freedom of speech is taken away.
I knew that.
Fucking.
I knew certain freedoms were taken away, but I didn't know that like specific one was.
It's damn near like all your freedoms are taken away, like, cause you have to think like, it's already.
Yeah. Like I understand why. It's just I'm surprised. I'm both not surprised and surprised at the same time, but.
Oh, okay, I see.
I'm not surprised by the aspect that like, yeah, that seems like a rule that's like kind of antiquated and stuff like that. But I'm surprised by like everything getting like 21st century-fied. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, it's a different army, man. Because dude, honestly, it's kind of better now because they don't really check on you anymore. Like back in the day, they used to like if you just even said, or if your wife said, whether or not she is or isn't a Millie, that you were cheating, and that you guys are getting divorced for that, she can take all your shit. Like it's over. You're fucked, and you're getting kicked out.
Yeah.
And like you're basically being crucified. Like it is bad.
But now you like actually have to prove it, I guess.
Yeah, now they're a lot bigger on the complaints and the lawsuit. Man, I can't believe like I know shit like that. Like I know about shit like this. I'm like, man, I'm fucking 22. I should be fucking yanking my crank and playing video games, not fucking understanding how to buy a house or how a lawsuit works. What the fuck? Anyways, though,
well, not a good lie, but like a lot of people are fucking deciding to get married like very early, just trying to mature and get away from the parents as soon fast as possible.
I mean,
I think that's the. I don't know. You can't really pinpoint any problem, but like getting married at 18 is just like your brain isn't fully developed until you're 25. That's why the military tries to get you in before you're 25.
True.
And that's why they don't really pay the big bucks until you're around 25.
But you'd be surprised like how many people like joined like after like at least 21.
Oh yeah.
I have a new dude who is fucking E2 and he's 27.
Yeah.
And like I thought he was fucking 19, but then he goes, nah, actually I'm 27. I'm like, what the fuck? You're older than 90% of the people. It's fucking insane. I mean, like I'm older than I'm older than the sixes or some of the E6s in the fucking platoon.
Wait, you're older?
Yeah, I'm older than the E6. My old senior, she's 22, but I think she's
You're 22.
younger. She's only younger by like a couple months.
Oh, they're fucking giving out E6 like candy
No,
now.
dude, she's been in E6 for like 2 years, or like a year now. Like she worked her fucking ass off. Like she went through JM. She has her fucking Pathfinder, and she's got a lot of fucking shit on her belt because she grinded for that shit. And then word on the street is some she did some shady shit under the table. But you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, dude. It's politics. Especially when you start going up in the rank. Like once I went to the board and I understood like my dudes were like, yeah, you have to lie to them. You have to say all this stuff like, oh, I want to go to this school, I want to go to this school, this is my plan to make the army better, which is all a lie. Which I'm like, I don't like lying. I damn near never lie. And they're like, no, you have to. Like, I understand. I understand you. Like, trust is extremely important here. So, and especially you and your job. So I get you. However, you have to lie. And I'm like, fuck. However, here I am in the position I am. So, you just do more of that as you go up the ranks. Which is really sad. It's really sad. No. I don't know. Oh, dude, I just can't wait to get out, dude. Like, I'm so done with this nonsense. I'm so done with it.
Did you feel any type of like disillusion when you went in front of the board and that kind of happened?
Brother,
were you like, oh, wow, I really thought people like did this for different reasons, type of thing?
Okay.
Or did you become like, did you have any towards like anger towards like the army itself, or not anger, but like
grievances?
Yeah, something that really that you didn't really expect, and like really surprised you in like a yeah. Well, I don't want to get you in trouble, but having you say stuff that you like don't like or stuff like that.
Hey,
So
brother,
do you have any?
I can talk as much as I
have any
want.
grievances?
Dude, the
complaint box.
The list goes on. However, in terms of the board, dudes go for certain reasons. If they stay in, then they have to progress, or else they get cucked. Me, I did it for a couple of reasons. One, I felt like it was my time to promote, because I knew how much time I had left, so I had to play my game. I had to play the game. So I said, and I also did this with one of my other buddies who Dylan's hung out with a lot. We call him Rompa. But like me and him, like we pushed each other to go to the board and promote, because we thought this: we have a year and some change left. We could either, and we knew we were gonna go back to the aid station, which is a different dynamic when you're in the aid station compared to the line, because you're not special anymore, because there's not one of you, there's
everybody's a medic in the aid
everyone's
station.
Yeah, exactly. So you can get dicked down even if you've been here for so long. Like, you can still get fucking dropped with a lot of shit. So I said, okay, hey man, look, listen, we could either do two things. We could either try to promote and become an NCO, where we'll get some respect, some respect. We'll actually get looked at like we're not fucking children anymore. However, on the other hand, we'll have to deal with a lot more shit. We actually get responsibility. We have to take care of people. We might have to stay in later to go take care of things for those people. You know, we have to become basically parents or big brothers. What is the option? So for me, my choice was I don't want to get dicked down, but I also feel like I want to be able to teach people and like kind of leave my legacy, which I've 100% done. I've definitely completed my time with that. I'm like, I want to leave my legacy with the new generation of people that are coming in and kind of provide like a nice environment, because I knew what my environment was like, getting dicked down every fucking day. But then there's also on the other side where these dudes that are like, yeah, I just want it for the money, but then they act like a total piece of shit with it. Like, some people should not have power, like, whatsoever. I have never smoked a dude. I've dropped a couple dudes, so like I made them do like some push-ups and shit, but I've never like made them sweat. But like I also know how to lead, so I don't know. I think, to answer your question, I think the grievances I have are like the way that they make leaders and like choose who is or isn't going to become a leader is very shitty. Like there needs to be, because all you have to do is study shit.
Right.
And then if
Would
you've
you agree,
been in
Dylan?
long enough, just get thrown in there.
I agree. Literally, it's possible you just fake it till you make it, and then it is a standard, but like it's easy to kind of get past.
Right.
Oh, 100%.
You can probably fudge your way through it a little bit.
Bro.
Yeah.
Like, some of my dudes.
Like, you could fall ass backwards into something.
So some of my actually one of my dudes, one of my really good buddies, he was the last guy on the board because his last name started with a W, right? And it's almost like 1700, so it's getting late. Like we should be home by now, basically. He walked in there, he was freaking out. He's like, "Doc, I'm fucked. Like I can't do this." He's not like that. He was kind of just like, "I'm fucked. I don't care. Like whatever. I'm just gonna walk in there and send it." I'm like, "You got this, man. Like don't worry. You got this." He walked in there. I went over to our little team room, like our little locker room spot. He comes back over to me, sits down. It was 5 to maybe at most 10 minutes. And I go, "How'd you do?" And he goes, "You wouldn't believe it." I go, "What?" He goes, "I walked in there. They made me do the facing movements. He said like the fucking NCO creed. And then they told him to sit down. The sergeant major looked at our first sergeant and goes, 'Hey, this guy good?' He goes, 'Yes, Sergeant Major, he's good.' He goes, 'Okay, you passed the board, get the fuck out.' And then that was it. Like he didn't do anything. They didn't ask him questions. He like basically didn't even need to prep. Yeah, he just passed his ass. And like he definitely could be in a leadership role.
Alright.
So
He's probably happy, but he's probably also like, why did I study?
I don't think he did either. I don't think he did study for the most part. He probably just gonna send it. But it's still just so bullshit because it's so like, what about all the other people? Like if you were gonna just do that to him, you could have asked us maybe 15 questions or like 3 questions per first sergeant. So there's 3 of them. That's 15 questions. It might take. You can make the board like 20 minutes if you didn't want to fucking take the time to do the last guy.
Yeah.
you shouldn't have took the time to do the rest, like all of us.
Right. I agree.
So
Yeah, they're trying to make it like tradition or make it like gay with extra steps. Because like, oh, take this for example. If someone fucked up, they have to make extra steps to prevent that fuck up. That makes the whole process even longer and gayer.
This gay with extra steps.
Yeah, gay with it's like slavery with extra steps. That was the funniest Rick and Morty thing. It's like slavery with extra steps. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with Dylan though. It's like, dude, why? What is the point? But no, I think that was really the only.
How many
thing in
times have you
regards
sat
to
there
the
just
board.
going like, huh? Like something that just made you be like, what is going on here?
What do you mean, like when I was in the board or no?
Just in the army in general.
That's like every day.
Every day.
Like, so okay, so when I came back from BLC, so they actually like pinned me, so I was like officially an NCO. They were like, you got all this shit to do. I was like, okay, I got you. I'm sitting there, right? I come in, and then they're like, Copeland, I need to talk to you. So I go to my platoon sergeant. I'm like, yeah, what's up, sergeant? And he goes, hey, you know we're sending you to BCO, right? I'm going back. I go, what? I was like, what do you mean I'm going back? Like, dude, I
Sorry,
don't
sir,
have time
repeat
for
that.
this. I was like, sergeant, can you repeat that? I go back. I go through JRTC. Fun times. I really enjoyed it. It was like my last big hurrah with my platoon. I come back to they brought me back to the aid station, and they're like, hey, you're the only NCO here. You have to train all of, like, you got to do all this shit. Also take care of the Joeys and, you know, do what you want with them. I decided to train them. They really loved that shit. It was really cool. I enjoyed it. Everyone comes back from leave. I lose all my power, which I don't really care about power, but like when you're playing the game, you need some power to have leverage so that you can go do the things you want to do. Such as if I wanted to go home so I can take care of Fenrir or hang out with you guys on Discord a little longer, I can't do that anymore because somebody's over me.
Right.
And on top of all that, if I wanted to do like training and stuff with the dudes, I wanted to train the dudes in how to actually do their job, I can't do that. So it just really sucked for a little bit. But then the funniest thing happened. They're like, hey, we're sending you back to BCO. I go, are you fucking kidding me? Dude, just what? I went back there for a month just to like hang out, basically. I'd go in there every single day. I'd sit there, maybe get some work done, or maybe run around to different appointments or try to schedule shit and be a big boy. And I didn't do anything there. Like, I honestly, like, they didn't even need me to be over there, but they had to have me there because of the situation we had. The dude who was before me, he got into a silly DUI, which, by the way, Loesch, if don't drive a bicycle under the influence.
Oh, yeah. Wait, you got a DUI for that?
Yes, in the state of North Carolina, you cannot drive under the influence on a bicycle. Dude, the funniest part is homie was at, like, on a scale of 1 to 10 on how drunk he was at a fucking 4. Like, homie was not hammered. He was maybe like a little tipsy, so he's having some fun on the bike. Maybe he's like a little loose, but homie wasn't blackout drunk. Like, he knew exactly where he was. The cop, dude, he was driving on the sidewalk. and everything. Like if you looked at him,
Why do
probably
you
would
get
have never
pulled
known.
over then?
Some prick ass fucking cop cut him off while he clicked the button for the crosswalk too. And he goes across the crosswalk when it's his turn, like you never could have noticed. The cop cuts him off and goes, "Hey, we're gonna do some tests. I think you're drunk." But the thing that cucked him, he blew.
Yeah.
Yep. He passed every fucking test. He blew. They sent him to jail. For 6
Yeah.
hours, he was sitting there with he sat there with like supposedly a hot meth head. But yeah, I was like, hey man, like if you were gonna smash,
Good for you.
that would have been your time. You know, like you got a room to yourself. But anyways, yeah. So they sent me back over there, and now I'm back in the stage of like. I came back to the stage where I was like, I don't really have much power.
Who's the guy that cut his face open? Or his chin?
Oh, you're gonna like this shit. Okay, so he was on an airborne operation. Jumps out of the plane.
Okay.
I think he didn't hand his static line off correctly. So the line cut his chin. He didn't even realize that until he hit the ground. But here's the problem. When he hit the ground, he fucked his spine up from like C1 to like C4 or 5.
Why would you say I'd like that?
Well, so here's the thing. Just because you know medicine too, so a different way, but don't be sympathetic or empathetic. Look at it on the black and white side, like the medical side.
Yeah. Yeah, that fucking hurts.
Yeah, crazy. They said that this dude had a 1 in a million chance of surviving, and he is now stable in the ICU. Like he's chilling in the ICU. I don't know if he's paralyzed, but I don't even think he is. I don't know what fucking magical surgeon saved this guy, but supposedly he's fine.
That guy's gotta like either play the lottery or start going to church or something.
I don't
Wow.
think he has to jump anymore, and he
I hope
probably will
not.
be getting med boarded, which means he gets 100%. Which if you get 100%, as I've said before, and probably Dylan has said it while we're on the pod, but and if there's any dudes out there listening that are millies or ex-millies, if you get 100%, you not only get like 2 to like 4,000 depending on if you have like dependents or like you're married, but you can get up to $2,000 to $4,000 a month for the rest of your life, and you also get TRICARE, free dental, which I don't know if that is a part of TRICARE, but whatever. You get TRICARE, dental, fucking everything. Everything and anything all the time for the rest of your life. So basically all medical expenses taken care of for the rest of your life. This dude's probably riding on that shit. Which, speaking of, I actually have to do my stuff to go and I have to file my application for that shit. Come by Tuesday, which is gonna be pretty sweet. And hopefully I get it. Because I would really, really like to just get... Because if I get 100% Loesch, dude, I'm going to be at home all the time just making stuff. Like, I'm just going to be going to the gym to work out. And then I come home and just make music. It'd be fucking awesome. And probably doing the bartending with Dylan on the side, because I do also have to get my certification for that. Why is this light on? So go to bed. Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick.
Mhm.
Yeah, Army military lots of bullshit. Besides Air Force, I don't know, but they have the most lax chair force.
Yeah. Well, I feel like a lot of people say if you're gonna go anywhere, try to go Air Force.
Yeah, but at the same time, once you come to like another branch besides Air Force, you can't help but look down on Air Force for having it lax. And like not going hardship like every other branch has done their fair share of. At the same time, still be jealous, like, man, I should have done it in the first place.
Yeah, like I could have been an airborne medic, or an Air Force medic, and I would have had to go through like flight school and paramedic school and all this cool stuff, which I would have passed and everything, but I think the downside of the chair force, which I mean, again, if we're just talking about money and shit, then I feel like it's the idea that you can't look up to getting that. Oh shit, Soul. I kicked the dog by accident. Soul. Oh.
Doesn't Air Force make the most money though?
If you're a warrant officer, I don't know what they're called, but like if you're an airman who's like in the higher ranks, or like you fly the fucking helis and fucking planes and shit, yeah. But if you're not a pilot, you're basically nothing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but like, again, like, yeah, you don't get injured, which is like super nice, I guess. Your body doesn't get beaten, your mind doesn't get beaten, your emotions
Well,
get beaten.
if you're a pilot, your body gets beat. Your brain gets fucking scrambled by the G-force.
Not as much.
If you're a fighter pilot, like if you're taking that G-force all the time,
oh,
those guys like
yeah.
die really young.
But that's like
fighter pilots
really hard to
in
get
wartime.
into, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like really hard to get into. But you don't get the benefits after, which like double-edged sword. Like, yeah, in the army you get your, or like any actual like combat type shit, so basically just army and marines. Sometimes navy too, but like you don't get beaten and battered as much in the other branches, so it's like you don't get to look for that like 100%, or like you don't have to worry about that shit. But on the other side, you can also get out of the branch that you're in and not have to worry about your back hurting all the time, or your fucking ankles, your knees hurting all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like my back is at its limit. Like I really can't take much. I'd have to give my body like a good year of not doing shit for it to like heal up. But yeah, I'm pretty close to, like, I would fucking damage my back really badly. For like my future would be rough. Like even when I go to sleep, dude, it's like I wake up and I'm like, fuck, I feel old.
Yeah, I feel that.
And I'm fucking 22, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you sleep on the floor too, but
Yeah, you have to invest in a better mattress.
Nah, I actually sleep on so there's obviously like my fold up bed.
Trifold mattress.
Yeah, so I have that, but I also have a cushion now that Cam gave me, because it was only he fucked up and got a twin instead of a queen. So he's like, hey, do you want it? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll take it. So it's like a nice memory foam that I lie on now. So it's a lot better. It's a lot more cush. But still, even then, I'm like, ugh. my
Not even
neck.
that. Sometimes you need like something that is specifically for your back, and that's why they have
Oh.
those like sleep number beds and stuff like that.
Oh, Losh, by the
And
way. Oh, sorry, go.
no, you're good.
I know how to dry needle now. I can't do, like, I know how to do lower back, so lumbar and quad. Lumbar, quad, and like, if I learned like the anatomy for the arms, I could probably do the arms too. Just like, probably just only like bicep and tricep. But yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a good thing, huh?
So Losh, I saw you sent me something about Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. So Trevor Lawrence is the new highest paid quarterback in the NFL. And I don't know how you feel about it, but I don't really like it because I get it. He's very good. He's going to be very good. Give him a lot of money. That's completely fine. But to make him the highest paid quarterback, the top 3 highest paid quarterbacks have not won a Super Bowl and have not won an MVP. The top 5 quarterbacks have not won a Super Bowl, and only one of them has won 2 MVPs. It's Lamar Jackson. And like you keep looking at that list, and it's like, wow, like some of the highest paid quarterbacks
Not worth.
don't win. And you can blame it on the team or the quarterback, but and like some people deserve to be paid a lot of money. Like Jared Goff deserves to be a top 15 paid quarterback. He's number 3. Trevor Lawrence should be a top 10 paid quarterback. He's number 1. That's my opinion, but and like good for them, but I don't know.
No, I agree. I don't think Trevor Lawrence should be getting paid as much just yet. Like I think he needs to.
He's got to win a couple playoff games.
Yeah.
I don't think he has won more than 1 playoff game. I might be wrong there, but
No, I don't remember him getting pretty far or anything like that.
me neither. I don't remember them getting far whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just not really enjoying the game as much anymore. Like I don't really look forward to the games as much. I think now with what the fuck is his name? With Drake May coming in to
Yeah, they give you something to
probably
root for,
play.
something
Yeah,
to look forward to.
yeah, I want to see what he's capable of. However,
I agree
still
though that like
feel
the league as a whole is just harder to watch now.
yeah, 100%.
Like that's how I would put it. Is that like I think everything they do isn't positive for the league.
No, not at all.
It's either things are staying pretty much the same, or they're taking a negative downturn, or they're reeling back from one of their negative downturns, like the kickoff shit. Like that stuff's crazy too, because they changed the kickoff rule to now it's like the XFL kickoff, and the Chiefs special teams coordinator was talking about it, and he said that Butker is no longer going to be doing the kickoffs, because if a touchback now gets returned to the 30, and if it goes out of bounds, it goes to the
really?
40. Yeah.
Oh.
So now you're like influenced to kick it to the returner. And the way that like the rules are set up for how the return team is, apparently the kicker is just in the special teams coordinator is saying that it's 25% of kickoffs. Kickers are either in or near a tackle. and so they don't want to take a chance with Butker. And
So-
Justin Tucker was saying that he was trying to put on 20 pounds before the next season of muscle. 20 pounds of muscle before the next season to prepare to make more tackles. He was in an interview. He's like, you see those XFL kickers? He goes, they're in tackles all the time.
That is pretty fucking wild that you have to like, because like, what about if that kicker gets hurt? Like, they're not primarily trained to fucking tackle. Like, they're there to kick, dude. Like, no, man. I'm not trying to have Justin Tucker, the greatest fucking kicker of all time, get fucking laid out and now he's hurt. It's ridiculous.
I don't want him on my kick return whatsoever. Like, I want him to be able to kind of jog off as the tackle's happening.
Yeah, literally. I want him to chill the fuck.
Worst comes to worst, he tries to push somebody out. Like,
it's not even that. It's like I'd be more concerned about somebody else laying him out, like them
Yeah.
blocking him, and then now he's fucked.
yeah, that's what I would be concerned about too. I don't know.
Oh, that's so
We'll
wild,
see.
dude.
Granted, I am more interested to see how it's gonna pan out. Just not in like a positive way. More like I can't look away from the car crash than
Yeah.
it looks good.
No, I definitely agree with you on that. It's like,
More thinking of like, I deserve to watch you destroy yourself. Like, if you're gonna do it to me, I get to watch. So
my other grievance, like biggest grievance that I have, and I think it's because I think Brady definitely shed a solid bit of light on it, was like the whole fact that, and we've talked about this before, but just the fact that like the tackles, man, like I've seen how people tackle, like a lot of the highlights I see of like offensive players, I'm like, dude, this guy's not
Yeah.
tackling you because he's so scared of fucking getting a penalty now.
yeah,
It's just, oh my gosh, man, come on. Like, let the boys play, ref. Come on.
yeah, no, that's bad. Like, tackling's gonna be even worse this year.
Like,
It's only gonna get worse.
honestly, dude, like it's really bad.
They're just doing like really stupid shit, to be honest.
Like, you really might as well just start playing flag. Like, just make it a flag league, dude.
It's not a lot of it is just like where, like, you say you're getting this from like some sort of statistic. Show me the math, like, because I don't believe you. Like, so this just seems like you're trying to pull the wool over my eyes
It is fucking
trying to-
ridiculous.
and trying to like make the game more advertiser friendly and not trying to make it safer. That's what it feels like.
Like, dude, I remember when we were playing, right? I was constantly, because I fucked up my neck one time, I was constantly looking for ways on how to like adjust the way that I tackle so that I don't have an issue when I tackle. And the people that I like, the team that I watched the most was the Seahawks, because of Cam Chancellor, Bobby Wagner, fucking Richard Sherman knew how to fucking tackle. Like, it was like those dudes knew how to tackle. Like, they didn't fucking arm tackle. They didn't fucking like, no, they've rocked you. And when I mean rocked you, like, they've wrapped up and everything. What happened to the fundamentals of the game? You know, that's always one of the biggest questions I have. I'm like, where did the fundamentals go? I see, like, I could understand like tackles, or sorry, not tackles, corners, tackling the way they do because they're smaller, you know, so they can't fucking, can't wrap up.
And even
like, no, they're
small
gonna throw their
safeties,
body.
because it's like, yeah, you can't, like, Like you can't tackle a guy like Megatron by yourself,
Or fucking
or like
DK
DK Metcalf.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally. I'm like, bro, you have to
yeah.
go and
Or even like
like,
most tight ends, like you're not gonna be able to wrap up.
yeah.
But when it's a linebacker doing it, I'm just like, you're
That's what I'm
trying to
saying.
injure somebody.
I'm like,
Like,
I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Why?
and this is what I mean by the way. Like, they're trying to make it more advertiser friendly, because, like, obviously, killing somebody over the middle of the field is not a good idea. The old Ray Lewis, like, some of those hits were wild.
Yeah, no, some. I definitely agree.
Like,
back in the day, like that
headhunting and stuff like
wild.
that was terrible. But like, I thought in the 2010s they kind of got it right. Like, there was so much less concussions, and when there were concussions, it was like that was a penalty.
Or it's
That
like,
guy's
yeah,
getting suspended.
It's Vontaze
Or it's like
Burfict.
that's a freak accident. That's never gonna happen again. So it almost made sense, and I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like they're trying to make the game like just more advertiser friendly and more like they're trying to like grow it across the world and even in America, but they're doing it by trying to pander to new audiences instead of trying to just show the game to the new audiences. In my opinion,
And like, dude, people like
If
big
that makes
hits.
sense.
Like, that's what
Yeah,
made
exactly.
the game so much like.
and they
the fact
changed
that,
the
like-
rules to make more big hits, to make more like car crashes. That's all the fucking new rules have done.
My other
You know
thing
what I
is like how with the new rule set of tackling, so you can't hip drop anymore. You gotta hit basically. You gotta play it like hockey, right? Because my buddy who's been staying with us now, he's very big into hockey, which he started to get me into hockey. Like those dudes are like the size of basketball players too, which is fucking gnarly. But it's like, dude, these guys can only hit from like basically navel to like shoulders, I believe, like shoulder pads.
So
Like, is that what you want the fucking NFL to be? Like,
the
'cause that's
the NFL has a strike zone. It's the like where the name on the jersey is, like where it will say like Jets or Patriots on the jersey, like the top of the numbers to the top of the knees. So like directly above the name.
still wild. That's insane to me. I just don't. I
They want to stop people going for the old like cut block.
Yeah, the moment anything tries to like pander, like become advertisement friendly, it starts going downhill. It's more about the money than anything else, and the quality of like. Sick.
Hockey's becoming bigger. Hockey hasn't changed.
You could literally fight somebody in hockey and like initiate.
Yeah.
Like you could literally beat the shit out of somebody if they agree to
It's not
it.
even that aspect. Like people aren't trying to hurt each other in hockey. Even when they get into those fights and into big scrums or even big hits, they're not necessarily trying to like end somebody's fucking career. Like
I
football,
don't-
you get a lot more lunatics.
I don't know, cause you say that, but then there's dudes like, oh my gosh, I keep forgetting his fucking name. He's on the Rangers. The rookie on the Rangers.
Oh, Rempe?
Yeah, Rempe. He's
not
an
trying to kill
enforcer.
anybody. He's an enforcer, but he's not trying to like genuinely hurt anybody. He's trying to put him into the boards and bruise him, but he's not trying to like break somebody's leg.
Hmm.
He's not like throwing his body at somebody's ACL. People do that in the NFL. Like people make tackles where you're like, whoa, that. It's like, yeah, you have the capability to do that, but you have the responsibility to also not do that.
Loach, can you get a little close to your mic? It's a little hard to hear you.
I don't know. It's just the thing. To me, it's just like, can we have long careers. We can all watch each other play and play each other. It might be just my opinion, but. And I love big hits, but I don't like obvious targeting.
Right.
Whether it be at the knees or at the head.
Although I do think that on, like, I think defense, like watching defense has been a lot more fun though.
Yeah, because
What do you
it's
think?
like the chess match has become much more evident since you can't really like kill somebody anymore.
But that was the most fun part.
Like coverages seem to mean a lot more, which is cool.
Yeah, 100%.
Coverages and like scheming both on offense and defense. You can't just have a team of Vontaze perfects.
I wish that'd be insane.
Because yeah, but like nowadays, then you just get beat by somebody who can out scheme that,
So
whether it be just quick passes or outside runs.
where do you
like-
think the fundamentals, like when and or where
Oh,
do you
I-
think the fundamentals got lost?
I don't know. It was probably when they started changing the rules for Brady. Like the weird quarterback rules. Because that's when they started changing all rules. The movie Concussion came out. Yeah, like right after that. That's when they started changing all the rules. And like, some of the rules great. Like the strike zone rule, good one. Some of them not great. Like some of the roughing the passer rules. It's like, I get it. We don't want quarterbacks to get hurt, but they're getting tackled.
Like that's their job.
Like, the part of it is they got to know how to fall. And it's also the D lineman's responsibility to not try to end the guy's life.
Yeah, you're not supposed to sit on a fucking. You're not supposed
Yeah.
to lay on a QB.
Fucking pull the old Ndamukong Suh. He was a scumbag.
You really think so?
You don't remember the Suh stomp?
No, I do not actually.
He curb stomped somebody's helmet, like in the face mask.
What?
Yeah, look up the Suh stomp on YouTube. I think he also stomped somebody's hand. Look up like Ndamukong Suh dirty plays compilation, because I'm pretty sure like it's pretty long. That guy was an ass. Great defensive tackle. Ass.
I did not spell his name. Yeah, I spelled his name completely wrong. Dude, I totally forgot he was on the fucking the Lions. He's been on so many teams.
Yeah. No, it was when he was on the Lions that he was a little crazy.
Maybe. If this is a
After the
personal
play,
foul against
personal
Detroit.
foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 90 for kicking.
Kicking.
Not only is this a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct, but it will
How heavy is he?
Green Bay Packers another
Big is
shot
he?
at getting a
300
touchdown
something.
in civil
Oh, legit? He does not look 300.
I think so. I might be wrong.
not going to get to play anymore this afternoon.
But back then, most D tackles were like 300. Have you seen Brock Lesnar's
yep,
daughter?
I just saw. Yep, that's the one kick.
Oh yeah, that is a wild one. But have you seen Brock Lesnar's daughter? I feel bad for her because she looks exactly like Brock Lesnar's daughter. Like you kind of wish that she had some of her mom's genes.
The only way you can get by
I'd
is
imagine that
hook
she's-
on with the father.
Imagine that she's real nice, real cool, but like she looks too much like Brock Lesnar. Like she's pretty, but just looks too much like Brock Lesnar.
didn't know you were into. I didn't know you were into that much.
The throw is just not okay. 3 fouls in play.
Oh, went for the throw.
No.
On who is
But
that?
ESPN posts videos about it. Every time I see it, I'm like, Brock?
Brock? Is that you, my friend?
Did you grow out your hair?
Brock, what's going on, my man? I didn't know you became a sheep. I hope they fix the game. I really do. I really, really hope they fix the NFL.
Yeah.
It's just the legacy.
It'll happen. It'll swing back at some point.
It'll swing back.
Like all the at some point there's gonna be just a player that's like, I don't care about the fines, I wanna kill people. And I don't know. Something will get changed up. It can't go at this pace that it's at forever. Is my point.
Yeah, I agree.
Like either fans are gonna be like, all right, well I'm gonna stop watching, or advertisers are gonna pull out. Or, like something will happen.
I just wonder how they're gonna fix it too. It's like, what is it? What is it gonna take for them to just be like, you know what?
Refs have to like stop trying to influence the game so much. That's my opinion. It's the same thing. The same thing has been happening in basketball a lot, and I really don't like it. Where like the refs want to be a part of the game. They don't want to just be the official of the game. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like they want to be a reason that something happens, which is not how an official should work. It's quite the opposite, actually. But these people are on TV and they want to be famous. So I also think they should just be given more recognition so they're famous for being good referees. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the? I keep hearing, oh, Chiefs 3P. Like, what are your thoughts with that?
I think it's possible, but improbable because there's going to be a lot of good teams.
Very, very valid answer. Yeah, I think so.
I think they could do it if all the stars align, but I think there's going to be really good teams like I think the Ravens are going to be really good, especially with the new rules. With the new rule set and their run-heavy game with Derrick Henry.
Oh,
Nobody's appreciating the fact that Derrick Henry is in the Baltimore rushing system, and there's a new rule set that doesn't allow people to hit him, pretty much. To do the only tackle that really works
the only way
to tackle
kill
him,
this man,
because he's the size of a linebacker.
he's the
So if he
size of
ever
a
gets
fucking
past
tackle, yeah.
if he ever gets past the second level, he's taking it to the house.
Yeah.
And that Ravens offensive line is good enough to regularly get him to the second level.
I really want Lamar to get a ring, like really badly.
So do I.
I hope he does. Like he's such a good player, dude.
Do you see the recent video of him where he's got a huge fucking ten lip in his mouth? Like just a fat lip packed. Yeah, he's in a player meeting and he's just got a softball on his cheek.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Got the
what
jaw.
player. I don't remember what player it was. But there was, I think it was Baker. There's like a clip of like.
Oh yeah.
Thing.
When
And he's like,
he went to practice with the can of Zen.
yeah, dude, I was like, hell. Like you could see it in his pants. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baker. You go, man. Do your thing.
Have you ever seen Blake Bortles interviews? That guy is hilarious. He did an interview with Barstool Sports. I'm like, oh, what's the first thing you do when you wake up? He goes, piss. I'm like, after that.
Shit. Just talking.
he's
about
like, I don't know, pack a lip, make breakfast, and it's like, wow, okay.
this guy
And,
is the most boring
he was-
but yet funny dude.
He was back on Barstool after he had he's been out of the league, and they're like, oh, what have you been up to? He goes, oh, I'm having a house built. They're like, oh, cool. They're like, you hanging out with the construction guys? He goes, yeah, I'm a real locker room guy. He goes, so I go down there. He goes, I go down there. He goes, right now the framers are there, so there's a little bit of a language barrier, but I just bring a case of beer and it's all good.
Blake Bortles. That's the only dude who's since fucking until Trevor, like he's been the only guy to take the fucking Jags to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think.
He was a decent, like, game manager. I think he's, like, the peak of what Mac Jones can be.
Dude, Mac Jones has been having the time of his life playing
I've seen that.
fucking like just not having to worry about fucking starting. He has
Yeah.
the literal best job in the NFL.
Wait, what team is he with?
He's with the Jags.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we traded him for a
That's right.
5th round pick. Are you fucking kidding
That's
me?
a steal.
That's
Granted, I think we got a 6th or a 7th. Yeah, we got a 6th for Zach Wilson, but we gave up Zach Wilson and a 6th.
who is Zach Wilson with now? Is it-
The Broncos, which is
What?
terrible for his career.
That's awful.
I think.
He's a 3rd string man.
Well, no, he's behind Bo Nix. He's 2nd string.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking the Steelers. Never mind. Yeah. I thought it was Steelers.
I think that the Rams should have traded for him. I think that would have been really good for his career. If he goes to a quarterback-friendly team like that with a coach who's really good at coaching quarterbacks, like McVay, I think he'd be able to, like, finally flourish a little bit. But I don't think things go well in Denver.
I've never.
I want to see him
really
do well. But
Heard about Bo being that great.
I remember watching him when he was in college. He was pretty good.
Was he?
Yeah, he was good.
I've never really.
That's-
heard his
That's a
name.
lot of college quarterbacks. Like, a lot of them look good because a lot of the time they play against fucking terrible competition. Because teams, like, pay other teams to pad their record, pretty much.
Yeah, you're playing fucking.
I think they played USC once. It was Oregon USC. I think I'm remembering that. And it ended up being a really good game between him and Caleb Williams. I'm not the biggest Caleb Williams fan. I don't think he handles loss well. Because, like, anytime he would lose games in college, he would be crying.
Bro, he's zesty.
And, like, you can give too much of a shit about football and, like, just care too much. That's the thing. But, like, if you're a professional and you cry after every loss, you're gonna be crying a lot. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like, you're gonna go through ups and downs, and sometimes it's not even your fault because you're
Yeah.
playing the best competition in the world, so your team needs to be the best competition in the world.
And brother, you're on the Bears. Like,
They have a good team right now. I'm saying later in his career. I think he does well his rookie year.
I hope so. He's a good dude.
He can be very good. Like, he's a good, like, thrower. I just don't think he handles loss well. And with that, I think that, like, if you don't handle loss well, you might not handle criticism well, but that might be me just, like, guessing.
who do you think is gonna be? How well do you think Marvin? What is it, Marvin Harrison Jr.? Yeah. How do you think? How do you think he's gonna do?
Very well.
I've
Like,
noticed that receivers haven't.
A lot of people say
fallen
that he
off.
cares too much.
I mean, yeah, his dad probably.
Like,
His dad probably.
like that was recently said by his coach in an interview that he like cares too much and like shows up fucking way too early to practice and shit like that.
It might.
So
That might change over the course though. What are your thoughts on with the quarterbacks that are, I don't want to say like falling off, but like they're just not really doing as well, like Kyler for example.
Kyler will be good if he's in the right system, I think.
Do you think he needs to get away from the fucking Cardinals?
Cardinals? No, no. I just think they didn't put a team around him, and even when they did, the team was
Not
it was a
the-
playoff team, but it wasn't a
It wasn't a Super Bowl.
deep run in the playoff team. Yeah, it wasn't a Super Bowl team, and they did have a shit season. But part of it was that like, Kyler was hurt. Part of it's also on the coach. I don't know. I don't think they should have fired the coach. Kyle Shanahan, not Shanahan.
Yeah, it was. Oh no. I know.
No, it wasn't Stefanski.
Oh, fucking Cliff.
Cliff Kingsbury. Yes. I think he's a fine coach. I think they could have ran with him a little bit more, but everybody wants like immediate things with the NFL. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the Jets either. I like that. That's a crapshoot.
Shall we, Loesch?
Nah.
I'm telling you, Loesch, the day that the Jets go to the Super Bowl, I will go and buy their best linebacker's jersey, which hopefully it's CJ Mosley still, but I doubt it because he's giving.
I told you, if they win the Super Bowl, I'm taking a shit on your windshield. Like,
You mother.
it's not.
It's nothing
I don't,
personal.
I don't choose
This
this
is-
life. Yeah,
It's nothing personal.
this
come
life
on.
chose me.
Like, oh, what do you want from me? Come on. We talked about this.
I've warned you before.
Yeah, it's not the first time. Fuck. Oh, you haven't really been home. I was gonna ask about like what, cause me and Dylan have been kind of having some fun with some. I don't want to say like new games, but like, Jake's been. Since Jake has his PC now, it's been a lot more fun with him.
Mhm.
We basically get one new fucking player since Brian's never fucking on, motherfucker. Oh, he's playing some shit.
Destiny. I mean, it did come out.
I mean, yeah, but
Mhm.
like, dude, see, like my grievance with that is like, bro, like if you're gonna hop in the chat, like, come play games with us. Or, like, we're here.
No, I don't agree with that.
Well, I'm saying because it's like,
If you're playing a game, you're playing a game. Like if you want to play a certain game, play that certain game. If you don't want to play a game, it's like, all right, we're gonna bust your balls and be like, all right, come on. But if you really don't want to play, if like you're really enticed in one game, that's fine. Like I'm not like, because
my-
like
yeah,
people used to do that shit on PS4 all the time, and I'd just be like, all right, I'm gonna go listen to music and play by myself. Like, cause I want to play Madden right now. I don't want to play Call of Duty. So, like, I get where you're going from, but it's also like you can't be too aggressive with it, in my opinion.
yeah. I mean, like, we've always busted Brian's balls. Like that's what I think.
Yeah.
That's our dynamic.
There's a difference between busting balls and then like feeling some type of way about it.
Right.
In my opinion, but
No,
that's just from my own experience.
no, I agree. I definitely think sometimes we overdo it, but especially with Rainbow.
Because anytime somebody doesn't want to play, it's not like they join up because it's not like I don't want to talk to you guys. I just want to play a game by myself, or I want to play this certain game. So, like Dylan's like that all the time. Where
Which one?
like we're not like Dylan Trent. Well, he's playing Rainbow a lot more now, and he's like a lot more down to play stuff. But like back when he only played roguelikes, or yeah, mostly roguelikes before he even played Elden Ring, and I mostly played FPSs. I'd be like, "Want to get the finals?" And he'd be like, "No." Like he's like, "That's not my type of game." So it's been awesome that we're playing together now. But if he didn't want to play, like we're still gonna be friends. We're still gonna hop on and talk to each other.
I can't talk to you
Like-
anymore. You're not playing the finals.
Yeah.
I think my biggest thing, and it's because of shit like fucking having to go and be gone for 5 months, or it's
Yeah. No, I get it.
if
Also
you're
from yours.
here,
In that aspect.
and we're all here, and we can actually do something. It's like, why not? Like, there's gonna be a lot of moments too where like we're not gonna be playing together, you
Mhm.
know. So it's like, but you might have the opportunity to go play something. It's like, why don't you just go and wait till we're gone then, you know, or like wait till you're by
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's more of my thing. Or
Yeah.
just then where I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, hey man, look, you should come fucking play.
As I say, I understand it from that perspective because you're always off at like 10, 11 the latest. So
It's like,
unless it's like the weekend. So
it's like,
like-
if I ever catch Brian, it's usually like if I get home by like maybe fucking 15. So
whenever when I don't really want to play Rainbow and you're like, you want to play? I'm like, yeah, we're only gonna be playing for like 2 hours anyway. Or we're only gonna be
Exactly,
playing a
it's
couple
like-
matches, like,
and then it becomes fucking 6 matches later.
and then we get more people on, and then it's fun.
Yeah, no, me and Dylan have also come to the conclusion that we don't really want to like play if you're not there. Like, we need at least like 3 people. You know?
Yeah, I don't like playing unless I have more than one person with me. So at least a 2 stack.
It's only fun playing FPS if you're like ultra competitive, like you've been doing it for a long while too, or just got into
Yeah.
it recently. Besides that, like a casual playthrough is just like better with friends.
That's the thing. I like the ultra competitive side of FPS games, and that's why sometimes I'm like, all right, let's do this, because like I like to win, and that's like a compulsive aspect of my personality. But and so even in casuals, I like to win. Like we could be playing fucking checkers, and I want to win. Like
But you're not gonna be like butthurt. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, we fucking
yeah, no.
lost. Like, yeah, that's the
I'm
thing, though. It's-
yeah. I'm not the type to be like, all right, I'm gonna go play ranked by myself because you guys suck,
Yeah.
or something like that. Or like, even if we lose, I'm like, I'm mad at myself because I'm like, all right, I could have done better, but it's like, all right, whatever.
Or it's like, oh, okay, just on the next one, then. we have
That's
to
why
do
sometimes
it.
I'm like, all right, that's why sometimes I take the reins. Or I'm like, all right, we're doing this on offense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy, mostly because of the fact that you know what you're doing when you say like, hey, we're going this way, and it like
Yeah.
works out 99 to like
Mhm.
almost damn near the entire time. There's not really any like weird shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, I got really
That's
excited.
why sometimes I
because,
get on Brian. I'm like, I know you want to go do your own thing, but we could win and all get a lot of kills instead of you getting 3 kills and all of us dying.
Yeah, Brian's not really a fucking team player, honestly.
Yeah.
Which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. You know, that's just how Brian is.
On defense is fine, but sometimes on offense, I'm like, wait. Back us up here. And then he gets a bunch of kills, and he's like, all right, let's do that again.
That's my thing.
He just likes being in the action. That's all it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, that's 100% fact.
And we all like that, though, so that's why it's fun.
Dude, I think it's so funny, Dylan, how like he's here, he's here, he's here. You start like panicking when we play, because I'm just like, what is happening? And then you get like murked, and I'm like, what happened? And then I get killed, and I'm like, oh, he was like really here. Like this motherfucker was here.
The last time we were all playing together, we're walking through a building and Dylan's behind me, and I'm telling him to hit his like the Dokkaebi call, but I don't know why I did this with my character. I turned to Dylan, lock eyes with his character, tell him to do it through the game mic, and then turn back, and there's an enemy waiting, and he shoots me in the head. I wish I had it recorded. It was so fucking funny. I turn him like, hey, Dylan.
Dokkaebi, and then you
Use your Dokkaebi. I turn around, it's like, burn.
Fucking
I'm fucking dead. That was when I just started dying of laughter. So I was like, yep.
Well, I think.
No, Siege is a little too much. We're like, I peeked my head like a quarter of a second, and my head's shot. Just right away.
Yeah.
Every other time.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a little bit
glad
like
we
that.
don't fucking play ranked, dude. I'd have such a fucking aneurysm playing ranked.
We will play ranked eventually when we're all
Eventually.
level 50. It'll be cancerous, but we'll play it.
I actually, sometimes it might be
It's
better
gonna be really
because
sweaty.
then we're stuck with the people that we have. Like we're stuck in the, like if we're not fucking diamond and shit or platinum.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna
Yeah.
be stuck with that. So we're gonna be stuck with the people that we're playing against.
Yeah,
It
it's
kinda
really
makes
sweaty,
sense.
but it is matchmaked. So, like once we all get to level 50, like we're all gonna be good enough. Like by then, your aim is pretty much trained, and like you're pretty good at the game.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to adjust my.
You're at least like copper.
I really need to figure out how to adjust my sight. Not my sight, my fucking
Yes.
sensitivity. Yeah, especially the AES, because I just there's shots
if,
that I'm
like-
like, damn it, I really could have fucking worked him right there, but I don't.
If we have a 5-stack of people who shouldn't be coppers, we would be in like silver, or bronze, or high bronze.
Yeah.
Because just playing in a 5-stack makes it that much easier. That's why whenever we lose as a 5-stack, I'm like, guys,
Like
What
what
are we
is
doing?
happening? Yeah. it's like, what is going on?
yeah, it's like let's figure this out here. Let's cross our T's and dot our I's.
Let's
Like,
lock the fuck
Yeah.
in, man. Come on. No, I agree. I definitely think there's way too many moments. where
especially as
how
someone
do
who
we
played in a
die?
2-stack for such a long time, that I'm so appreciative to have people where it's like we can win so much. Like we can just keep winning. So we don't have any jackasses on the team.
But sometimes those jackasses. I mean, like Loesch, we had that one game where we had.
Yeah, no. Like
those-
there's
that
been a bunch of
Friday
like really good
3,
people on our teams.
Which that was fucking awesome.
Mhm.
I friended them through through Ubisoft. I think only one of them accepted, but that shit was fucking awesome. That was a really good time.
Yeah. No, that game is very fun. But like part of the reason that it's fun is that we're all playing it together.
Yeah, I think if I played it by myself, like I tried playing it a couple times, like just me, and it just was not the same whatsoever. I was like, man, this
Yeah.
is
Like don't get me wrong, it's not like a bad game when you're playing it by yourself, but it is boring.
yeah, it's just not the same.
And like it's really boring for me because I like doing the different strats on offense. I like trying things out, seeing what works. It's fun to fuck around, or it's fun to try new things. And when I can't talk to anybody, or if like I ever go into game chat and they're like, "Go fuck yourself,"
Yeah,
It's
okay,
like-
well,
yeah, it's like, well, I kind of wanted to do something, but okay.
yeah, I guess
It's like again the point of like, if we work together, we can get in there really quickly, get a bunch of kills and win the game. Or you can get in there really quickly, get 4 kills and die.
I'm actually
get 3
very
kills and die.
surprised how well I was doing with Blitz. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was funny.
Dude, my aim with the pistol is like wild. Like I was not expecting myself to do as well. It's just I have to have a pistol that can keep up with a fucking M4 or like an AR, which that's already hard enough. That's already hard enough to do with normal weapons. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like a fucking laser beam when it comes to using a pistol. I might start using I think I might start using Blitz more though.
Go for it. Shield ups are so annoying to go against, especially now. They made them a lot more like viable. Now that you can put your arm behind the shield.
I do think that it's a lot easier to get the head. Like I think their aim, like the way that they like peek.
Oh yeah, they also made it so
so
much easier
awful.
with pistols. Pistols are so much easier to use.
No,
They have
I'm
no
saying
recoil.
like I'm saying that like every time I got killed, it's because I peeked. Like if I just aimed normally,
if you stay
and
behind
never
it.
peeked, or like if I just wait for them to have to reload, or they weren't ready for me to shoot, then I can win the gunfight. But if I have to like peek something, if I have to peek a corner, like I'm fucked because my head is so like open, and it's almost like my shield is like, hey, like he's not ready, like you can shoot him now.
Yeah, I just feel like it's really. I feel like the pistols got buffed, like into the high heavens.
Into the highest of heavens.
They're just very good in my opinion.
What do you think of a Sentry? Do you think it's actually going to be useful in these upcoming things or not really?
No, I think they kind of they don't want the game to be a meme. They don't want any memes in the game for whatever reason, which is kind of stupid.
Oh, you mean recruit?
Yeah,
Sentry
dude,
Psychic?
oh my gosh, I wish you played.
Because getting rid of
every
recruit
time.
rush, getting rid of recruit in general, I think is just to like what they see as like a toxic type of. They see it as like the toxic side of the fan base, as like the guys who like memeing, I guess. So.
I mean, it's only one character.
No.
Yeah, but so what you used to be able, there's
this
been a lot of
character had
changes.
A lot of fucking.
So
Like, he
you
could
used
have
to be able to use
shields.
any gun in the game, including shields.
Yeah, it was.
And you can. It used to be everybody on the team can run recruit. So it used to be a way to fuck with the other team, where if everybody would run recruit and you would win, it'd be like, we won on recruit rush, we're better than you. Like we didn't use any operators.
Yeah, we don't have any special powers or anything.
Yeah. It used to be like a way to troll. But they see it as like grieving, I guess. I don't know.
Lame.
Yeah.
Super. fun.
Sometimes I feel like developers overall are like out of touch from what fans actually want. Movies, games, sports, you name it. It's like after a certain while they just focus on themselves and not like what the fans want. So they
Yeah.
kind of like diminish in some aspect.
Oh, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
That's
agree
why,
with that.
like, that's why, like, when Ramirez hasn't really been, he doesn't have his computer anymore, so he hasn't been trying to do it. But like, when we were trying to make the game, like the game that I was having him try to develop and everything, and I was very like adamant about like trying to go and learn how to use Blender, which if anybody knows what that's for, it's usually meant for like fucking porn. Like they make hentai with that shit. However, I wasn't going to do that. So, it's like, for me, I was like, okay, I'll go learn how to use Blender, and we're gonna make a game. It's gonna cost like it's only gonna cost like $10, because I don't care about the money. I just want to have a good game that people actually enjoy, and it wouldn't even be like a shit post or anything. Like, it would have been funny, definitely, but it would have had a lot of character and stuff, because I'm only thinking of the audience and the player base, you know? And I feel like it's sad that I'm not a fucking game dev or anything. Like, I didn't take a degree to go learn coding or anything, but I am willing to go and learn how to use shit like that so that I can make a good game for people. Yeah, developers, like fucking people who play make Madden and shit, they don't. Like, sad.
What happened to Premier's computer?
It's shit itself. There's like a bug with it. I don't know the details, but there's a very large problem with it.
Was it the old computer?
No, it's the new one. And the thing is, the company that he bought it from, they like went out of business or some shit. So he can't even like get it sent there to get fixed. It's honestly really shitty.
That is really shitty.
I mean, I told him though, I'm like, hey man, like you gotta try to figure something out to fix this thing. Like, you're spending so much. I think he spends like 100 to like almost $200 a month to like use to pay off the computer, because there's like $2,000 and he doesn't even get to use it. Like, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta try to get your.
That's like another investment that's just going down the pit drain.
Dude, he's. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous for them.
Oh yeah, in regard to the ostrich thing, which for the people that are gonna watch the VOD, or if you guys watch VOD, my housemates,
You getting an ostrich?
they're from fucking Texas, and my housemates' wives are like big into animals. One of them is an animal handler. One of them used to work at like a zoo and shit, and she like she's a vet tech. So like, they understand how to take care of animals, I guess you could say.
And
Any of them.
she wants to
They
buy
want
a
fucking baby ostrich.
funny to
Dude.
get that part out there.
Dude, it's gonna, I swear, bro, it's gonna be like fucking, it's gonna be like Noah's Ark. It's gonna really annoy me. I like animals. I'm a big animal guy, but like, we're not living on a farm, dude. Like, this is only an acre of land, and there's already
Yeah, I feel
enough. There's already other problems within the house that need to get addressed. And they're like, yeah, let's get we're gonna bring the horse in. We're gonna go get a cow so we could have milk. We're gonna go get an ostrich because it's cool. Like,
Do they know how expensive a cow is?
oh, I don't even want to know. I don't know. I don't want to know.
You don't want to know, Alan.
I really don't, because
Alan, Google how much a cow is, please.
wait, like,
I don't know how much a living cow is, but I know like a butchered cow is expensive. Or like if you're buying it from a farm.
it costs $900 to $5,000 on. A cow will cost between $900 to $5,000. However, many factors come into play that determine the final price, such as type, beef, or dairy. It'd definitely be a dairy, so it'd probably be like in the higher amount. That's fucking great. Oh my gosh, dude.
Why
Like-
couldn't they just wait to get animals?
I don't
Like,
understand.
Why had to
either.
get it
I
right
don't-
away?
I don't get it either, Dylan. I really wish I could tell you.
You're preaching to the choir here, Dylan.
You are preaching to the choir.
So what?
Dude,
Does that even matter?
Dude, honestly, here are the grievances that I have in regards to living here, right? I'm gonna lay it out, right? One, Ramirez and now his wife have constantly been very big on like, this is our house. And I'm like, understood. You got the deed. You guys are gonna be living here way longer than I am.
Mhm.
However, motherfucker, if I was not here, or if his brother-in-law did not live here, they would not have this house. If it wasn't for me taking him in as a roommate, because I could have 100% lived by myself. I just made the decision, said, hey, you know what? Maybe I can save up some money. You can save up some money, which I'm not gonna get into why he didn't get to save up any money. However, he isn't safe. And the only reason why I'm still here is to help them out. And it's so annoying, dude,
Yeah.
because all the time he's like, well, it's my house. It's my house, my rules. I'm like, dude, you're not my dad. Like, fuck no. Like, I'm older than you, bro. Literally, I'm more responsible than you, older than you. Every way more. My readiness on a bunch of shit like finances are way better than yours. Do not act big when you can't. Because if I leave right now, I made the decision, you know, I'm gonna go live in an apartment. I don't need to have a fucking yard for Fenrir to run around in. Because 90% of the time, I'm standing out there too. So the difference between me standing out there with him on a leash and him running around is there's no difference at this point. Because because of shit like the fence broke down because of a storm. Or the fact that we just found a tick. Like my buddies who's staying with us for a little bit because he's getting out and needed a place to stay with his wife. They're in the room across from me. They don't know which dog it was, but one of the dogs, either Fenrir or Soul, was laying in their bed, and then they left the room, and my boy Kaiser comes in at like fucking, it's like 2300, like right as I was about to knock out. He's like, hey, yo, we gotta check Fenrir. And we start checking him. Didn't find anything, thankfully. But he's like, yeah, we just found a tick in the bed. I'm like, bro, you kidding me? There's ticks out here? I didn't think there was, because there's not like tall, the grass isn't fucking up to my knees. Like there's no vegetation out here that would kind of make me be like, oh yeah, there's ticks here. None of that. But guess there is now. So now I'm fucking concerned all the time. Like I literally let him out to go piss or shit, and then I'm like, hey Fenrir, we gotta go back inside, because I'm so concerned about him getting fucking sick from ticks or just having one in his big ass fur. But it's like, I'm here to help you financially. If you want to act big and you want to pretend like you're the king of the castle, I'm gonna fucking leave. And you can go deal with the fucking extra 500. Actually, no, because I also pay for the Wi-Fi. You can deal with the extra $700 that I help you guys pay for. Almost $1,000 basically that I pay for. It's fucking, I don't understand why people like that, man. Like, why do you, like, you guys are smart with your money, especially Dylan. Dylan's been very, very smart with his money. Like, Dylan's never been one to go and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go get a tat. That's been me. Like, if anything, I'm the most irresponsible person in our friend group with money, and I still do really well. Like, I save almost like $500 to like $1,000 a month out of my paycheck. I don't understand how people can be so shitty with money. Like, I don't.
You're also good with money because you like make good money. You work a lot.
Well, I mean,
Like if you were working the same kind of jobs that we were at this time, and you were spending the kind of money that you are now, you wouldn't be good with money.
Well, the thing is, the moment you sign up for a government contract, at least in the army and like the branch, the moment you start working, you're guaranteed You're at your unit. You're
Yeah.
just breathing gets you money.
Yeah, I'm getting
Right.
money now. I'm literally getting paid at this moment. It's like 10 cents,
Yeah,
but I'm still
yeah.
getting paid. So it's like, yeah,
that's
I
my
don't
point.
have to go and physically. I mean,
But I'm saying, like, as the reasoning to why that is, why you feel that way. Or
yeah, I also think it's like the fact that the army does really take care of you if you, besides
Yeah.
the fact that you get dicked down a lot, like it really is very big double edged. It's fucking a buster blade with the backside cutting your hands as well. So
well, we just like the part about tats. Like, we can't just go out and buy tats because we can't afford them yet. And like, I've been working since I was 14, so that's why I was able to get a tat. I haven't
well,
saved
I'm
money
saying
since I was 14.
I'm saying Dylan for like when he
Yeah.
was in, like he gets
Right.
he doesn't get taken care of as much as I do because I'm, you know, I get BAH, but he's still like very much managed very well. Like he's pretty well off at this moment. Like he hasn't had to work for the past like basically year now, and he can still go out and kind of play around with that money because he saved up so much. Even with him getting like things like his ink, which he's gotten damn near what you're basically at like 2 sleeves now, right? Half sleeves. Devin,
What's up?
you're basically like 2 half sleeves now, aren't you?
I'm like 1.5 half sleeves. I got a shoulder patch on the right side, basically.
Oh, right. You haven't gone down that arm yet.
No, I was waiting for
Equivalent
Global
of one.
Kenny, but my boy is fucking blind and
Yeah.
old and fragile. So
I can take you to Veronica. That's literally Kenny's predecessor.
really?
Yeah, she
Like
got
similar
trained.
style?
Well, no, but she did get trained by Kenny, and if you wanted to let her just go to town and do her, she can. She did that with my minion tat.
Okay,
So,
I'll think about it.
and she does a really good job of like making it not peel because of the way she does
Did
it.
my minion tat.
my crucified minion. My Idu does tat.
Yes.
Dude, that was so funny when you. So Dylan, he sent me a fucking thing on Instagram earlier, and it was a minion on the cross. And I was like, and then I sent a photo of my tat, and I went, Integritas.
What? Oh, it says he's being crucified.
Where's the dog? I'm so scared right now. I think I'm gonna kick the dog. Oh, I think Soul's actually asleep. Dude, this is the first time I think I've ever seen Soul sleeping.
Damn.
Yeah, I've never seen this motherfucker asleep. Because he's always
And you're up at
so
midnight. It's past your bedtime.
I mean,
This
yeah,
is when he sleeps.
Yeah, this is when he only sleeps when he realizes that I'm asleep.
Oh.
I hate it, dude, because like I feel so fucking bad for this dog. Like he's such a good dog, and like yeah, he has his like if you get him amped up, like yeah, he'll go fuck up whatever dog's nearby him. So like that kind of sucks. But he's a really good dog. Like if you like a dog that just wants to sit on you and be petted or like play, he's like the fucking best. He's really well trained, and I hate that like.
Are you taking a piss, Alan?
What's up?
Are you taking a piss?
No, I'm washing my hands.
I heard
While
the
you're here,
tinkle-
toilet flush
I
time.
heard the tinkle
Explain
as
yourself.
well. I heard the tinkles in the bowl.
I don't think that was. I don't think that's the same.
Alright, shut up. You're lying.
All right, you caught me red-handed or yellow-handed. I was peeing. I thought you couldn't hear it because of the stream. But yeah, no, I feel really bad for this dog, dude, because he's like, he's a good boy, but like, these people don't want him, and I can't take him. Like, I've really thought about like when I go down to Florida, like I just take him with me, but I can't. And he likes me the most because I feed him all the time. Or like, if he needs to go out, I'll take him out. Nobody plays with him except for me. Like, I'm basically his owner.
Because you're responsible.
Yeah, exactly. I know how to take care of something. Oh my gosh, dude, these motherfuckers are like, they wanted to go and have a kid too. I was like, you fucking kidding me, bro?
Oh, that's a recipe for disaster.
That is
I know there's like some like
so much money.
Like, water boiling already before they all got married.
Bro.
They all have fucking history with each other. This could be just a cesspit,
dude,
in that household.
It'd be so bad.
I can't wait to see it.
Dylan, you're such a judge.
What do you
I
mean?
can't wait to see everything crumble. It's fucked.
You can't help but like accept that no matter what you try, they won't
what,
listen.
You don't want
It's
don't wanna
watching
see
a
the
car
car
crash. You
crash?
can't help but look
I was
away.
about to
Like,
say.
that's what it is.
No, Dylan's like, I want to see the car crash. It's not. I can't.
Yeah.
Looking at the car
Dylan
crash.
cut the brake lines. Like,
Dylan cut the brake lines, and he has his like flag that he'll wave around as it's going on, and he has his like binoculars with popcorn. Like, Dylan's ready for this shit.
he's in an opera suit.
Yeah. He's got a fucking monocle and a top hat and a lawn chair.
Might as well go full suit.
Yeah.
All
No,
fancy.
Smoking jacket,
it's like-
and a cigar.
It's like one of those like really
With a
shitty.
gelled out mustache twirled.
It's like he's got one of those shirts that like it makes it look like the design on the shirt is like a tuxedo. And he's wearing like Converse and dress pants. Didn't want to go too flashy. But no, dude, they were like,
Nah, one of those shirts with a bow tie on top.
oh yeah, and he has the bow tie. And the funny thing is, the shirt has like a normal tie, but he's still wearing the bow tie. It's double tied up.
No, it's one of the cowboy ties. What are those called?
Oh, it's a fucking what is that called?
A bull nut?
Yeah, bull.
No. Is it a bull nut?
It's something that starts with a B.
Bull tie? No, it's not. That's so
If
stupid.
you know, make sure you leave it in the comments.
Here's your Doug
Like
Dig a
and
Dome.
subscribe
Wait,
if you'd like the Digadome.
or Dimmadome. I'm sorry.
No, but dude, the
I mean, get his name wrong.
because
The owner of Dimsdale Dimmadome.
the wife, right? She's been constantly like, yeah, I want a kid. Like, I want us to have a kid. Yada yada.
Mrs. Dimmadome?
And he goes, he's like, yeah, like we'll do it when you get up here, right? Like we'll have a kid when you get up here. It'll help me get out of work and shit too, obviously. But like, you know, because that's sadly, I know it sounds weird to say that, but it is something that like dudes will do. Like they'll
Yeah,
speed
paternal
up,
leave.
have it, yeah, to get paternal leave and to have that maternal leave too. So it's nice to be gone for 3 months. But fucking what's it called? The reason he didn't was cause like he's now like adamant about not having a kid is cause like fucking we went to the original owner of Soul. We went to his house to go pick up like Soul and Luna when we had to take care of those two. And he saw our coworkers' kids and what they were like, and he goes, "Nope. Yeah, we're gonna take a brain check on that." I was like, "Bro, you can't, you fucking kidding me? Like, this is the decisive factor, not the fact that like it would cost so much money." in the
Yeah.
future, like the fact that you
That'd be
can't-
the thing to me. It's like it's so much money.
I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, the fact that you can't be responsible, like, you're irresponsible. Which,
It's like you're giving up your life.
yeah, like, which I mean, for him, he doesn't really care about giving up his life because it's not like he wants to travel. He
Right,
doesn't
right.
have any like big aspirations for shit. Like he's not trying to become a crazy game dev or become like a famous musician or a movie star.
Right.
So he's
just trying to live his life on, you know, very simple-minded.
Honestly, would you want to live on like freedom easy mode for?
Yeah,
'Cause I feel like once you get freedom from like, once you get freedom from your parents, like you're on the easy part of being an adult, and then once you have children, you're on like the fucking expert mode. And so, like being on your own is definitely not easy, but like adding a kid to that equation is not the right answer. If things are going, if it's like hard.
you gotta pick up your life and move to
Yeah.
like 2 different states before you realize that you're like what you're doing. I think. Like
You gotta work like your job for a little while too,
be.
because like if you hate your job, you give yourself time to change your job,
Yeah.
because
yeah.
like you want to be doing something where you feel fulfilled and you like working. You like what you do.
Yeah, he's in a struggle, man. He's in the struggle life. So, which is why like sometimes when he talks all big about like, oh, I had to dig to the house, money, like trying to be super like dude, he yelled at me the other day. Or not yelled at me, but he was like nagging me the other day about me taking a shower. I wasn't in the shower, but like he was like talking to me about shit, but I left the shower running so it can like get warm. And he's like, bro, the water. I'm like, dude, relax. Water does not cost as much as you think. Yes, there's 5 fucking people in this house. However, motherfucker, there's also how many, like, all of us are paying for the house. Like, relax, dude. And like, so the other month, the electricity bill went up. We don't know why, but we assume that it's because we left the fucking electric lawnmower battery, which I told him not to get that fucking lawnmower, but we left it like charging, so we thought that because we let it sit there and charge for so fucking long, it boosted the electricity bill up. It went up by like $200, and it was $270, so it was almost an extra 500. And he's like, I'm gonna have to make people, so I have to start having you guys pay more. And I looked at him and I went, bro, no. I told you what's going on. I'm telling you, I told you the reasons I can still live here, because now my parents are getting involved with it. They didn't talk to him, they only talked to me, obviously, and I relayed the message. But I told him, I'm like, hey man, look, my parents have, like, they have access to my account, which they do, because my mom, like, helps me with my accounting shit, especially because she set up my investment funds, so now I can look at my investment funds, but she handles my investment funds through the company that she knows and has worked. I think she's worked for them, so like her hand being in that pot is, as much as I don't like getting help, but this is a little different, you know. Like, she's literally just making sure that my future is fine, you know. But on the downside, she does have access to my account, and she's been like, hey, look, if I see you start spending more than fucking like sending him 500 for the house, I will go and I will personally pay for you to go and live in an apartment and pay for your move and everything. I want you fucking out of there if he's making you do shit like that. And I told him that. And I'm like, look, I'm stuck to this much. I'll help with 500, but the whole point of me being here is so that when I transition you guys to getting used to paying the amount that you're already paying, and me like slowly leaving, you know, because I'm like, dude, $500 added to your rent is a lot in the long run. That is a huge jump. And that,
yeah, well, it's their mortgage, right?
Truck. Yeah, it's for the mortgage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for the mortgage.
That's like also a lot.
Yeah,
towards the
it's
mortgage.
a huge jump in the mortgage. So it's like,
And like,
you know,
they're going to notice when you're gone.
Exactly. That's exactly
and
what
I
I
don't
said.
I don't know if he realizes that.
I don't think he does because of the amount of times he's tried to shove it down our throats that yeah, it's my house. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and like the amount of times that he's been like, I'm letting you live here. I'm like, brother,
Yeah.
get up and leave whenever I want. It would take me probably a week to go and find
Mhm.
a place, get the place booked, and get all my shit into a fucking U-Haul and drive down there.
Right.
Like, I don't know where in his mind the disconnect is. I think it's like an ego thing, but
Yeah. It's like I'm still your roommate. I'm not your tenant. Like,
yeah, I'm not like, dude, he was even like trying to get into like this thing where he's like we were in the car one day, and again, these guys like they like his brother-in-law, for example, which again, I'm cool with everybody because I'm me. So he talks to me about shit more than he talks to his brother-in-law because he feels more comfortable with me talking to him. Like, he talks to me a little more comfortably because he knows that like I'm Ferda, and anything that I
Yeah.
do is for their benefit, not
Right.
mine. So he was like, one time, when he was in Texas, or he was driving up from Texas to bring his wife's shit up here because he couldn't bring her up here. So he got into like a U-Haul and everything and drove up here. He texted our group chat, like our men-only group chat, so no wives in it, saying like, hey, I need some money for gas. He's like, I have no money in my account to fucking pay for this shit. I was like, what? And like, I'm just joking, like, you know, like, what? How? You know? I'm like, okay, well, and then the next thing I said was, okay, how much you need? And he's like, I just need like $80. And his brother-in-law runs up here, knocks on my door. I'm like, yeah, you can come in. I'm playing games, just chilling. And he goes, dude, what do we do? Like I don't, like, we don't know how much he needs, like, da 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 da. And I'm like, dude, he says that he only needs 100, or like, you're sorry, he only needs $80. And he's like, okay, well, like, da da da. And he's like hesitant on like trying to help. And I go, don't worry about it, I got him. Like, he needs help, so I'm gonna I'll send like $100 so that he has like a little extra if he needs to. And he's like, are you sure? Like, let's split it. But it's like, it took me to say like, I got it, with no hesitation, for him to like do it. So now it's more if he feels bad that I'm taking that rather than
he's trying to help out.
exactly, which,
And the fact that they're going to be living together, that's not a great sign.
yeah.
This is why I said, fucking Cesspool.
Yo, dude, get ready, Dylan. You're gonna have a phenomenal time. I didn't know if you guys heard me because I was outside when I was saying it, but like, I'm a little concerned because of the fact that when his wife showed up, like, yeah, she was like, oh wow, like, look at the house, like, oh, this is awesome, like, this is our house, like, yada yada. But like, she knows how I am, which I get it. She's been flying around, and like, maybe not best time or place, but I'm busting her chops and everything. I'm busting like their balls, right? And she starts nagging him about like Soul, and then I start nagging him about Soul, because I'm in fault too, because I knew a little bit. Like, I didn't know he was supposed to, like, they have like a kennel outside, and we leave him in the kennel during work, because we don't trust him to be alone in the house since he chewed up the couch. So we leave him outside, and she starts going off on him. And it's like, dude, it's like fucking 2200. Or no, sorry, it was like right before I hopped on.
She's going off on him about like, oh, you can't leave him outside. Why is the kennel outside? I told you the first thing was to bring the cage inside. And she's going off, and then I start yelling at him. And he looks so sad. And I keep fucking forgetting this motherfucker doesn't understand like chirping. Like he doesn't understand that when I'm chirping him, I'm just kidding.
Right.
But it's also kind of like, dude, how long have you known me? Like, you should know that I'm not actually serious about me busting your, like, when I'm busting your balls.
All right.
I'm just a fucking jokester. But I'm I'm going in and I just keep repeating what she says. I'm like, you're a piece of shit, you fucking asshole. Like, how could you leave the dog outside? And it's mostly me who leaves him outside. Like, oh my gosh, but
Yeah. Busting people's balls is fun, but you gotta know. Some
yeah,
people
there's
can't
a
take
limit.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a limit.
limit, and like some people are just take it like seriously like I do. Like I
Yeah.
can't tell when you're joking or not. What that's what everyone's like. Sometimes we just like, give me a hard time for no reason. It's like, oh, you're joking. Oh, okay. I don't have it in my fucking
Social pick.
time. I
It's like a
guess.
social cue.
Yeah, I don't have the fucking social cues to like to notice or like even bother or care.
When
Like,
you don't grow
I
up
take it
around
personality,
it,
like get this done.
yeah. When you don't grow up around it, it's like, huh?
Exactly.
And you have to get used to it.
That's my biggest thing.
It's
though,
so hard.
he's been living with me for 2 years, and I've been busting his balls for 2 years.
Right,
So,
right.
I'm
But
like, come on.
you've been around it for 22 years.
Yeah, no, 100%. Mostly because mostly because of fucking TJ or
TJ,
the guys.
Dad.
Yeah.
And us.
Which honestly, like, they don't even when they bust my balls, they actually are serious about it, which that's actually really shitty. So, like, I do know when or like how to like actually make it come off as a joke. For you, Dylan, it's a little different because you just can't pick up the cue yet. However, understand that 90% of the time if I'm busting your balls or if I'm talking shit, I'm not talking shit to be an asshole. I'm just trying to be funny. But no, they're like, in all seriousness, she was like actually laying on him, and this look of sadness on his face of like, what have I done? Like, it's like, dude, I'm so sorry, bro. Like, you're fucked. Like, you got to deal with this, man. And I think the idea as well, like his ego of like, cause he goes, when she asked him like, why the fuck didn't you bring the cage inside? He goes, because I don't want the cage in my house. And she goes, are you crazy? There's gonna be 2 more dogs, or 2 to 3 more dogs coming in this household. I think it's only 2. Yeah, there's only 2 dogs. There's gonna be 2 more dogs coming in this house, and both of them are gonna be staying in cages. And she goes, I'm not. They're gonna be inside. And he just like, the look on his face when she said that, and he realized he doesn't get to make a decision. Like he doesn't get to make decisions anymore. Not like he had much decision making anyway when it came to the house, but it's like it just went straight down. I was like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my boy Kaiser and my boy Kaiser's wife,
They're making whip sounds.
we started like we're like,
That's what I would've done.
we're like, the king has been dethroned. we're like king of the castle. So I walk around and I go, king of the castle, king of the castle, king of the castle in his big chair, right? And he goes, he's not king of the castle anymore, it's queen of the castle now. And I go, and I'm like, yup, pretty crazy.
There's some point later in the line, I feel like Ramirez should get a fucking a good
Prenup?
therapist. Yes.
Dude,
Anything.
no, he has a therapist. Like, he goes to BH. But again, he was very coddled as a kid, according to his wife.
His wife, on the other hand, like she's a grown ass woman. Like
I
she's
mean,
had it. No,
she
hold on,
went
hold on.
through.
Yeah, she is a grown ass woman. Maybe not the best, but she is. She's a mom already. Like she's had a kid already. It's a really fucked up story. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. It's a fucked up story. That's like
Yeah, this is why I
Dylan knows what I'm talking about.
did not want to talk.
I'm not gonna do it on the pod. We'll do it offline.
Yeah,
But,
that's kind of
Okay.
you can.
yeah, it's fucked up.
Gotcha.
But like she has a kid already. Whenever she talks to me about like a retarded, from my perspective, it's retarded. I don't really get persuaded a lot, but she actually brings up legitimate points. Like for the horse, for example, it's like when she was talking to me about it, I was like, okay, see, when you talk to me about the horse, I actually can like understand, and I
See the
actually might
logic.
be like, okay, no, like, you know what, maybe you're right, maybe this
Nah.
might be a good thing.
Nah.
But when I can't explain it myself,
Getting a
like,
horse is
she
never a
is-
good idea.
It's the stuff that only they know. But when the main point is like when Ramirez talks about it, I'm just like, what? This is retarded. Because he doesn't know how
What?
to talk, or he doesn't know how to like actually
What's the
give
point?
the deal.
Besides, like, recreational use.
Uh,
Is this horse bringing in money?
yeah, they can do
Oh.
barrel racing for like
Okay.
barrel racing.
No,
and
no.
shit, so
I
it's
take
like-
it back. I take it back.
Yeah, no. Again, I don't have the
I
full deets.
didn't know this was a
but-
money making horse. I thought this was a.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Recreational
Well,
horse.
so look, here's the problem with that. Supposedly the horse has gotten pregnant. It has a bad ankle. It's not the best ankle. It's getting older. Like,
Oh, we got a veteran in the league.
yeah, it's a vet. It's
like-
it's a single mom. It's
You know,
got a
Odell keeps
veteran.
getting second chances. You got to give her one. like-
she's getting traded to the
She's Odell.
Ravens.
Yeah, she's Odell.
She's favored to the Dolphins.
She's on the Dolphins right now.
Yeah, she's on the Dolphins right now.
That's your backyard.
She's a Dolphin horse. She got drafted by the Broncos, of course. And the Colts. It's complicated. The baby got drafted to the Colts. That kid's gonna be a stud, dude. No, I'm just kidding. But no, so like on one hand, I like feel bad for him. But then on the other hand, I feel like
Nah, you made your bed. You lie in it.
yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I most of the time don't sympathize with people. I have empathy for them. I'll put myself in your shoes, but then when I
Yeah.
put myself in your shoes, I realize the stupid shit that somebody does,
Mhm.
or like the stupid decisions they make, which then leads them to the decision
I
or
agree.
the situation they're in. And then now I'm like, okay, which makes me be like, there's no sympathy for you because you did these things. I can see why, but still, you could have thought it out more. You could always think it out a little bit more, and there will always, oh, okay, no, not always, 90% of the time, and or maybe 95% of the time, there's a better solution.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. His like seeing that tonight really made me be like, am I gonna really just close the doors? As in like upstairs door? Closed. Not like my room door, but like the door that leads to the stairs. Am I just gonna have it closed all the time and keep Fenrir upstairs? Unless I need to leave, like go out there. I probably will anyway because of the fact that I'm gonna be in school a lot. Or I'm gonna be trying to actually
Mhm.
study my dick off so that we're successful. But am I gonna have to do that because I don't want to deal with or have to see or deal with this shit? Because I've
Right.
had to deal with this shit for so long with him having the issues that they have and try my best to like get him out of shit. Like whenever he gets drunk and fucking texts her some dumb shit, or like whenever he just acts a fool and now she's pissed off at him. I've done a lot of things to help, yet in the end he goes, what do you mean you helped? I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, you'd be so fucked right now. I don't know. I think honestly, I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, I can't wait to get out of North Carolina itself. I just can't wait to leave all of this behind. Pick up everything and leave. Another thing I think about too is like, there's a lot of stuff in this house that's like not in my room. Like for example, my TV that I've had since fucking 6th grade. Or like my PS4. And or PS4s, because I have 2 now. They're not being used, but you know. Or like just all the shit that I have around the house that we all use together. I just wonder what it's gonna be like for them when they realize that I'm gonna be taking that shit with me, because that's my stuff. I've always had that. You know it's something that, so I remember, so you were saying before that like when people like move, they kind of like grow, right? Or like when you move out of the house, right?
Yeah.
What do you think it's gonna be like? Do you think it's gonna be a big culture shock for you to like move out for like the first couple months?
Yeah, a little bit.
Why do you think that?
Yeah, just getting used to shit. Getting used to living on my own. Being away from the family.
You think you'll get homesick a lot?
No. But
It's definitely.
I like being able to like go downstairs and talk to people. Like going downstairs talking to my mom or talking to Mark. I'm gonna miss that aspect of it.
Yeah. Like the little habits.
Granted, I can call them, but
It's just not the same as them being right in
Yeah.
front of you.
and my mom's cooking that. Like my mom's a great cook.
The spaghetti. Your mom's spaghetti loche.
Like my mom makes good food, so that will be missed. But I'm getting a bunch of recipes before I leave.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never felt like homesick, unless it was like Poland, because I'm literally in a different country. Like I'm literally on the other side of the fucking planet.
Yeah, that's why I won't really feel homesick, because it's not like that hard to get home
Oh.
wherever I am.
Ooh.
Like if we're in Florida, I just get on a plane. You know what I mean?
So.
Or worst
about-
comes to worst, drive it.
about that. Okay, so TJ just told us that he got into med school, or he got into pharmacy school, right?
Mhm.
So, actually, okay, this is pretty big. So, I don't know if I told you guys before, but my parents, so the house that I'm supposed to be moving into when I'm out, that's not going to be a thing anymore.
Okay.
However, they're like,
Should we be talking about this on the podcast?
yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Just making
They're
sure.
like, we're gonna sell this house. It's mostly my dad's idea. He's like, I hate this fucking house. There's leaks. Dude, it was so funny. TJ would send me videos of my dad on like the roof and like trying to look for problems. Because he's bored. So he'll like look around, or he'll like, there's a video of him, or like a photo of him like tapping the walls to like, and like he has his ear up to the wall to see how shitty like the walls are and like the structure of the house. Like my dad's fucking Bob the Builder. But yeah, my dad's like, I fucking hate this house. I'm selling this shit.
And I'm like, Dad, you lived in this house for like you, TJ, and Mom have lived in this house for like maybe at most a year, and you're getting rid of this thing. He goes, yeah, this thing is a piece of shit. I go, what? Why didn't you check that before you fucking bought it? Like, what, dude? He's like, it's a bad investment. I'm getting rid of it. And I went, okay, Dad. So I brought this up to my mom, but it's kind of funny how it's ironically or coincidentally working in my favor. Because I told my mom, I said, hey, look, I don't mind living in a house that y'all have, but I will need my own space. And the plan originally was for me and TJ, while all of us in the band were kind of like figuring out like, okay, this is like, okay, Loesch, you can work here, like Dylan, you can work here, like, you know, we're all in like, we're kind of like, we're in setup phase, right? We're in setup and settle down phase. Like when we're in that phase, me and TJ were supposed to be staying together. However, I don't really know about that anymore because he's going to be in Tennessee. So I think he's just going to be dorming there, which means we might have, if you guys decided to like, you guys actually found spots, which when you're done with college, Dylan will already probably be prepped. He just has to, you know, the mom stuff, like find more of a place for her that's closer by, stuff like that. Like you guys could probably just show up at the house. We'll probably still have to pay rent, but it's for the mortgage, you know?
Right.
So, and like we probably won't be paying like a lot of the other shit like utilities, house insurance, or homeowners insurance, fucking electricity, that's about utilities, like just a lot of the shit. And we'll have like,
I mean, I would expect them to make us pay utilities.
nah, they probably not. My parents are pretty like, they're my parents, so it's like, yeah, they don't even need help because of how they are now, like how well off they are now, and because
I feel bad.
well, so my mom's still working because she's a workaholic. Like she doesn't want to stop working, which pisses my dad off, but he's not going to tell her no because it also gives her something to do, which he's like, I hate it when she's here sometimes because she just nags me. I'm like, Dad, yeah, you guys are like 60, no shit. You guys have been married for like fucking 30 years, no fucking shit.
I mean, if that was the case, that would allow us to like spend a lot of money on the band. It's like all the funds that would go to rent, with not rent, but like
utilities,
the expensive parts of owning a house.
So, but like,
So that's the kind of shitty part about wanting to do something with a band, is you kind of need a house or like something that can be soundproofed.
Oh, believe me, I'm gonna soundproof the
With
fuck
like,
out of the
because you have
house.
drums.
I'm literally gonna make the entire, like, it will be like a chamber of no sound.
Yeah.
No sound.
Also,
generation.
like, me and my dad can take a look at like the leak and see if we can fix it.
What leak?
He said the house has a leak in it.
No. He just looked he just would walk around the roof and just look around for problems. Like there was no problem. He would just look around for them, and he looked like crazy. It was just really funny. Or like he would look in the walls, because he also heard that, to be fair, he did say that there's like a good chance that there's termites in that house.
Oh.
So I kind of feel for him.
Yeah, they need an exterminator.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, this shit's been eating the house, so the house is probably fucked now. So he's trying to get rid of it as soon as he can,
Right.
so that he doesn't have to deal with it anymore. It's like, that's shit for the next person, you know. Or like they'll probably take care of it, like probably exterminate, maybe fix a little bit of, like, fix the structure so it's not gonna just fall apart. But, you know, to make it like super nice. That's for the next people, I guess. But I told my mom, right? Because I told her, I'm like, hey, look, like, let's just say the house that we'd be moving into, or I was gonna move into with TJ, that thing is tiny. Like that thing is so fucking small. Like, it's perfect for my mom because she's a small person. But even my dad's like, I've never liked this house. I fucking hate this house. It's too fucking small. I think it's maybe in total, if you don't include the lanai, which, Dylan, if you don't know what a lanai is, it's a fucking porch. But for some reason in Florida they call it lanai. It's super
Is it like the covered porch?
Yeah, it has like the bug
Ah,
thing around
yeah.
it and shit. Yeah. It's super good.
No, you need that bug netting.
No,
like,
the bug netting's money. I'm saying just the fact that they call it a lanai.
Ah,
Just call
yeah.
it a fucking back porch.
So
Or like a covered porch. It's like the equivalent
man
of...
doesn't understand the difference between precision and power until mosquito lands on his balls. Confucius.
I've had that before.
That's in the Art of War. Sun Tzu.
Loesch, what was the name of the thing that we'd go out? Like, sometimes we went out there. I think I smoked a dart out there, but it was like the place where you guys would have like you had like a little coffee table. It wasn't a very big room. It had bug netting all around it, but you guys would use
It was called a Florida room. At my old house.
a Florida room.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's literally a lanai.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I've never heard it called that.
yeah, it's.
I guess in
supposedly-
Florida they don't call it Florida room. That would be a little
Yeah, it'd be kinda
redundant.
funny. Yeah, it's a little redundant, a little redundies, but
It's like, oh, this is the Florida room. It's like, weren't we just in a Florida room?
are we not in a Florida house which has Florida rooms in it?
Yeah.
It's the Florida outside room. It's the Florida outside inside house room.
Yeah.
House.
It's like, you know what? It's a little nut, you asshole.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
know what?
huh?
Okay, lanai. Supposedly it's like, okay, no, get this. Supposedly it's a Hawaiian word.
Ah.
Motherfucker, we're not even close to Hawaii. We're on the opposite side of the map to Hawaii. What the fuck do you mean?
I don't. Those bug nettings are great. So I don't care. I'll take it. Like,
No, but it's not even because of the bug netting.
I
It's
hate
because of the
mosquitoes.
flooring.
oh.
Yeah, that's why it's
I just
called
hate
a lanai.
mosquitoes.
Dude, I hate mosquitoes too. I fucking hate mosquitoes. I got bit on my fucking knee somehow this morning. I'm so pissed. But
Oh, I'm gonna get you fucking mosquito bites down there again.
dude, it's awful.
I'm like a
Um,
walking bait.
Dylan, you're gonna hate Florida, man.
Dude.
It gets so hot.
Yeah. It's so muggy.
fucking
I kinda
hot and humid.
Florida, just for the weather alone, because I'm a heavy sweater. I don't want to fucking be constantly gross and grody all day
Dude,
long.
I'm telling you,
just like
you got a free ball.
You'll get used to it eventually, but yeah, no,
I
that's a
was-
state
I was looking
where
down for a whole month. I did not.
well, that's a month. It takes like 2 years for your body. like,
Yeah, dude, my parents don't give
I'm gonna take a
fuck
month.
anymore. I mean, they're
it's gonna
old,
take a
so
lot of time.
It takes a minute.
It takes like a year.
It's not like North Carolina where like, I mean, honestly, Georgia is literally the worst state of all. It's literally hell. If I could pick a state that is called hell, it'd be Georgia or Louisiana, one or the other.
Yeah, those are probably the worst for like mugginess.
No, dude, just all around worst states.
Yeah,
I thought
like,
it was a city in Tennessee.
I'm an excessive sweater as well, and so like I get it.
I sweat my dick off, dude.
But Florida, it's a crapshoot. It's either terrible or not that bad. And when it rains, it's like, bah, we're good.
See, but here's the problem with here's the only like good side. If it's fucking hot, you know what you do? You walk 20 feet to the water and you get in, and you're cool. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's beaches everywhere. I mean, it's sinking, which sucks, but you know, we'll figure that out.
There's also alligators.
Oh no, dude.
Those the
those
people
are-
in Florida are not
no,
the
those
best.
are those are just those are just
Methods.
reptile babies.
Ah.
Those are those are what the fuck did my roommate called it something really funny. Called it like a
Floridians are an interesting crew of people. It's a mix of like retirees and some really interesting people, to say the least.
oh, he called it a swamp puppy. That's what it is. That's what gators are. They're swamp puppies.
Yeah, that's a guy from Florida.
He's actually from
Like-
Texas, which is funny.
Ah,
Yeah, it's like I don't know why he calls it that, but he's like, yeah, I don't fuck with swamp puppies.
yeah.
And then snakes are nope ropes. But yeah, the house, right? So I tried to talk to my mom about. I'm like, hey, look, like, why don't you guys, like, if you guys are gonna try to basically get me a house, which, like, obviously when we move on from it, they would just rent it out. Why don't you get a house that's actually large enough for not a Hobbit and Gandalf, you know? Like, why don't, that's probably the smartest thing. And like, why don't you get one that actually has a backyard so I can let Fenrir run around? And then when she heard like, oh my gosh, like, you're right, what about Fenrir? That's when she started listening. She was like, oh fuck, Fenrir does need an outside spot. Like, Fenrir needs to be able to run around and have a little yard to himself. So
Like,
yeah,
what about
you know,
Loge? He needs to be able to run around outside.
No, see, that's what the road is for. That's like her mindset. Her mindset's like, yeah, he gets the road, but Fenrir, luxury, fucking. What the fuck was in the Wolf of Wall Street? It's like this grass, the Bermuda grass. This grass was imported
Oh
from Bermuda. That's Fenrir's grass. Like, he gets to shit on the most expensive grass on the planet, just so I could pick it up and bury it in the backyard, in a hole in the backyard. Oh my gosh, dude. But yeah, if that actually like works out, that'll be so fucking kush. Cause then you guys just bada bing bada boom. However,
yeah.
my
We'll figure
concern
it out.
is that, cause I'm trying to make it where if they're gonna be like under the impression that I'm gonna be just staying in a house that they own, and then like obviously just paying the mortgage or whatever, or maybe not, I don't know. But if I am, right, I'm trying to have it if TJ's not around, or if he's not gonna be staying here, maybe he'll have a room, obviously, but then like you guys can just stay here, because that'll make things so much easier rather than us trying to look for basically we just crowd like 4 apartments that
Right.
cost like $1,000 each.
Well, it'd be like 2 apartments because you have like 2 2-bedroom apartments.
I was gonna well, I don't know. Florida's Florida, so I feel like
Well,
it
like that,
honestly would
if
be
we were
easy
doing
to-
that, we wouldn't have to be in Florida. You know what I mean?
Well, the other thing, well, that's my other thing too, because I'm like, I really don't have any ties to Florida besides my parents
Yeah.
being there. But again, like you said, it's called a flight down. So, like,
Yeah.
I really wouldn't mind using my VA and getting a decent location in a place that costs $85,000, which I've seen places for 100 fucking K, which that's like 5-6 years of settlement. Wait, no, it's 10 years of settlement. But after the first 2 years, you could honestly just rent that shit out, get a fucking manager, and then that manager deals with it while you rake in the money of it. So
Mhm.
it's like, and then I use it again.
Well,
like,
the whole thing with like Florida is like you said, like you're kind of being in a house that's cheap. So
No,
like
no,
that's the reason we'd all be coming down there. So if like things didn't work out, then it'd be more of a thing of, well, we can't do a destination home because it might not be where we can all find jobs. Then it's a thing of, all right, where can we all find jobs together? You know what I mean?
well, again, I'm really
really. I mean, I'm not well. Okay, let me take that back. Me and Dylan, we would very much like, and it would be so cush if we can go and get 100%, or even up to 90%, because even 90% pays out like $3 grand. Which, if we're both getting $3 grand, and we're also making like another $3 to $4 grand through like working, and then like and then we don't even know how much we'd be making from doing fucking shows, or not shows, but like gigs for the first 2 years.
Yeah, but that money we have to
You'd
put
be-
directly back into the band.
Exactly. That money
Like-
would go straight in there, but
Yeah.
I
Like we have to make a thing of like none of us would touch money made by the band
yeah,
because that's got to be redistributed back into the band.
Mhm.
That'd just be an easy way to make the band
and
better.
finance it, yeah, just like finance
finance it and without and like not make things awkward with the money. Because then once it'd be making enough money where it's or the business is self-sufficient and we're making money on it, we'd be making enough money where it's like, yeah, there's no reason to argue over this.
Or just straight up, there's no reason to work anymore either.
Yeah.
Because my other plans to like make shit really work with the help of my dad and my mom, because my mom can deal with the accounting side of it. Anyway, even Jake, because Jake has like his job would be like within the realm of what I'm looking for. But my dad being the sales guy, like I do need him for that. But like a lot of the money we'd be making from is merch or like CDs or music, like the actual like EPs. And
Well, it'd be
shit
it'd
push
be
out.
like streams and stuff like that.
But like the amount of revenue, dude, you can pull from that. Oh shit! Like, dude, we'd be so well off. It's just, again, we have to get good enough to actually pull in the crowd. That's
Yeah.
the biggest challenge. Just I honestly think the first 2 fucking years are gonna be the most difficult we'll have to face. As long as we can push through 2 years of toughness and adversity and diversity and tragedy, then we'll be fine. We'll be perfectly fine. And then, you know what's pretty funny? One of my coworkers, my old senior, right? She asked me about how the band is doing, and I told her like, oh, like yeah, I had to, like we kind of had to drop one of our guitarists because of these things, and I didn't really explain it to her, but like because of these things, and then one of them got into like a fucking DUI crack and shit, and she's like, oh, is he fine? I'm like, yeah, kind of, but he's not really here as much anymore. And she goes, that's pretty fucking metal. And I go, he's gonna be good. You guys are about to be a fucking insane band. You have somebody who got into a lot of trouble. And I'm like, okay. like bro, I was not expecting that.
How long's the streaming going on now?
We're going for
Sorry.
a
Okay.
minute.
We've been going on for
Well,
almost 3.
Okay.
It's probably time to end it.
I agree. I think we've got a good.
Are you washing the dishes right now?
No, I'm washing my hands
I
because I
just-
went to go pee, but I didn't want to. I muted myself this time so you didn't hear me pee.
You don't want to get called out for peeing again.
Yeah, I didn't want to get called out for
Yeah.
giving the toilet a golden
Why
shower.
not? It's fun.
No, that's all on the stream. Go pee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please. One more. One more. Fish sound.
Hold on, let me get upstairs real quick so I can actually fucking turn the stream off. I think this was a very solid stream. we didn't get into it about the sound quality because we prepared this time.
Yeah. Look at that.
Imagine what a little preparation could do. But All right. Whew. All right, everybody. I think this is where we call it. Actually, hold on. We just need like 5 more minutes. We just need 5 more minutes and we hit 3 hours.
Why? Why don't we go 5 minutes?
Yeah, because it'd be nice to have 3 hours and not 2 hours and 54 minutes. 55 minutes.
No, fuck those 3 hours. Dude, let me just.
I wanna go to bed.
Not even.
I wanna go to bed.
Just message. Why 3 hours? Even. Just
It's
do it
the,
straight
it's
out.
the autism. It's my autism. Sorry, I can't.
Not even autism.
Are you questioning my
Just-
gender right now, Dylan? Hey, every SJW, I want you to
Oh,
like, comment, and subscribe if you
fuck.
want to get Dylan killed.
Every
for,
race, living
What?
being.
Jesus, Dylan, relax.
No.
No.
Discrimination and prejudice to every single thing on the man.
Oh gosh. Okay, but in all seriousness, all right, guys, we're gonna call it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this fucking number 7, dude, of Lake Laps.
I can't wait to actually start doing
awesome.
lake laps around lake
Oh,
laps
dude, yeah, when we actually do it in
No.
person,
in
we like
person.
get the
There,
mic set
just
up.
this
That will be
Discord.
fun.
That's gonna be fucking sick.
Actually, use our fucking title name.
We'll use my car for that. I have a phone mount, so it'd look really good. But yeah, boys, let the people, just like in Hot Ones, let the people know what you got going on in the future, in the next couple of weeks,
We're,
days.
we're gonna do this like next week.
All right, well, let them know what you got going on for this week, or some big upcoming things we're working on.
Alan, we're not getting to the 3 hours. Like,
Come on, we so close.
No.
We have 3 minutes.
No. If we do over 3, if we do it
You
next
got
week, I'll
3
go over 3.
Come on,
I'm gonna
we
do,
get
outro.
to 2:59 and then
Yeah, please.
Come on, we're so close. We only need
It's either
3 minutes
2:55
left.
or over 3, like 3:05.
You said what, Dale?
3:09. What'd you say?
Um,
God.
all right, come on, shoot, real quick.
No.
Why not? Come on.
Just end the stream. Don't make it easy.
No, why not?
Come on,
Yeah,
please.
stream.
Dude,
No.
we have 2 minutes
No.
and 30
I'm
seconds
gonna leave
left.
this Discord.
Come on, it looks so.
I'm gonna leave this Discord.
I'll leave this Discord. Oh Jesus. Okay, but in all seriousness,
That wasn't time to get to it.
in
outro.
regards to next week, I'm gonna be running around a little bit, but I should be available to continue to do lake laps now that everyone's back. What's your guys' schedules looking like?
Elden Ring, DLC,
Damn it, Alan.
no sleep.
And the goddamn. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
What do
You're
you
trying
mean?
to trap me. You're trying to trap me. Trying to get me to these 3 hours.
What do you mean?
No, I'll leave too.
We still have an hour and a half. Or sorry, we have an hour and a half. We have a minute and a half before the
No.
before it.
Oh no, we gotta get to 2:59.
What do you mean 2:59?
2 hours 59 minutes.
2:59.
Yeah.
Why? Why not 3 hours?
Just to piss you off. 2:59.99. Like.
It's on the second. I feel like if I clicked it, it would still click that 1 second. I'll be off by like a second or two, which is gonna piss me off. So.
Yeah. Me and Dylan will be on. Good night,
are you
everybody.
still
Don't let
gonna
him
be
end
on
the
it?
stream.
Are you still gonna... Oh my goodness. Alright, everybody. Well, I hope you liked our little shenanigan. Oh, it's up, Logan.
We're making you end the stream.
What?
End the stream.
What do you mean? I still have about 30 seconds left. starting now. So I have 30 seconds left starting now. All right, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed our shenanigans and all the ridiculousnesses that happened this stream. Hopefully, you guys actually made it to the end here. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Good night.
Yeah, good night, everybody.